Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Tom Rayleigh. We are playing a scenario entitled Stumped, which was written by Josh Harwood, who is also our game master. This is episode 2. Our recap will be given by David Gassaway as his character, PC Michael Bailey. So, without any further delay, let's continue our journey into the darkness. David?
Well, it's been said many times, but Officer Uxbridge and I didn't respect the general wisdom. You never say that it's an easy shift until the shift is over. We're having a quiet night near the Stump in Boston when Reverend Hartman brought us a couple of coffees, and all seemed well with the world. Shortly thereafter, we saw Reverend Hartman plunge to his death right in front of us from the observation deck of the tower of the Stump. It's an apparent suicide, but we're investigating it, and the more we looked, the more things seemed strange at the Stump. Reverend Hartman appears to have donated 3 mysterious volumes to the church library, but then they were replaced with replicas. He also was keeping a diary about his heritage and the darkness in invisible ink, which references his curate, Mr. Fogel, whom we have not yet spoken to. I'm omitting, of course, the bizarre thing, which is that Uxbridge and I found a hooded woman with an infant weeping in the ladies' chapel. But the infant, while it could cry, was a skeleton, and the weeping woman, the gray lady, passed through me physically and disappeared. I spent an hour in the shower when I got home, and I'm still cold inside. Now we're looking at Reverend Hartman's home. We fed his dachshunds, we've looked at his mail, and in the cellar, well, I think we're all hallucinating, honestly. I think there might be some sort of gas leak because I seem to be inside the television, which is even more ridiculous than there being a gray lady haunting the Stump. So I think it's time to check for a gas leak.
Okay. Thank you, David. So, let's just kick it off with some sanity rolls from the last time. All 4 of you will be taking sanity rolls for different reasons.
Fail.
Okay.
Really well. Apparently, I'm not perturbed by much.
No.
I
So,
also passed.
Didn't we pull Michael out? Didn't he snap back into his body?
yeah, he is snapped back into his body, yes. He is in his body. So the people who passed, where the hell did that go? Take 2. Just take 2 sanity. If you failed, 1d4 plus 1.
Uh-oh.
I think a 97 is a fail.
Yes.
Might explain the strange hallucination of this small room that I'm having. That's
So,
I have.
how much
Bout
did
of
you
madness,
take?
I believe.
Oh, you don't. Okay.
5.
Okay. Do me intelligence roll.
All right, here we go. Let's see what goes on. There's a 007. Very English. So that's a extreme success.
Okay. So we're not going off for normal chance. I am going to message you something, William.
Oh, God. That's never good.
Okay. So meanwhile, Briley has like faded in reality. Everything has fallen. But Briley has snapped back. He is where Gastrel, Taylor, and Uxbridge. He's back.
Rarely, are you okay? You just kind of, you were out of it for a
out
minute.
there, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. I guess I had a kind of out-of-body experience. Wow. I suppose that's broken the television. I'm wondering if maybe there isn't a gas leak or something down here, because I like can barely remember the last few minutes.
Well, we kind of hallucinated too. It looked like there was something trying to get out of the television.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna go and look at the gas main and see if there could be a leak of some kind. It must be down here somewhere.
Oh, careful. Maybe we should get out of the basement then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
and
Let's,
don't light a cigarette.
Don't light a cigarette if there's a gas leak.
No, don't. Yes, that's.
Oh, I thought you said I'm lighting a cigarette.
Slap it out of his hand.
Exactly
I'm
what I
tense.
would have done. Are you stupid?
That's
So-
why they call it the stump.
So, what is so who's is everyone going up, or is Briley you staying down and looking for the main while the other three go up?
Yeah, I'm going to point out before they go upstairs that there is a gap in the bookshelf, and that the bookshelf has some slimy residue. I've taken a sample in my evidence kit. I don't know if it's like the slime that we saw on Hartman's corpse, but it's interesting. I mean, I know that some kinds of mold are toxic. Maybe he had some sort of infection from like I don't know.
That black mold, yeah.
Right. I mean,
Can
this
that
is
affect your cognitive too? Maybe that explains his like diary entries.
Maybe it explains our hallucinations.
Right.
and even his
exactly.
suicide. Yeah. I didn't touch the stuff, but
Right. Yeah.
Well, let me get a sample.
Okay.
I'll
You
see
said there's
this
a gap in the bookcase. What do you mean by that?
you know, there are places that could have held the books that were
Oh, I see what you're saying.
forged.
Okay, Gastrel, if you're going to go get a sample, can you do me a spot hidden as you're going towards?
7 is that's a hard pass.
Okay, so you go over and you take a little sample, and it does resemble the same substance as Braley said, but you also notice something else a bit odd. So under the bookcase, and when you notice, you see that it seems to go up a little bit on the wall. It seems like the stone is different
This is odd.
compared to the rest of the stone floor.
The stone is different. I'm going to see if there's a way that I can move the bookcase, or if maybe it's on a pivot like a secret door.
Yeah,
See if there's a button or a book.
You'll be able. You won't on the bookcase itself. Everything seems like normal and looking along it, feeling along. You don't see anything, but you can easily move the bookcase.
Okay, so I'm going to start moving the bookcase. Hey, guys, before we go up, look at this. This is
So
different over here.
all of you will now notice it.
Strange.
So when you remove the bookcase, Gaston, I'm not gonna like it. It's not a heavy
Right.
because it's not heavy. There's not a lot on it, and it's just old wood as well. It's been down here a while. So now that you've got a full section of it, it doesn't actually look like stone. It looks more like something. It could be stone. It could be cement. Like something's been filled in. Like there was something here, but it's been filled in.
There was a door or a passage here.
Yeah, almost like because of how it stops up the wall, it would look like it would go maybe a staircase down or something like that. Like it would go to a lower level.
A lower basement. This is kind of strange. Does it look like? I'm thinking Cask of Amontillado, like something's been sealed up here.
Yeah, or you would hazard a guess, but there you go. Voice in your head.
Do we have the tools to I don't know, break through all this? I don't think so.
I don't know that it would take much. Does it look like newer cement or?
Yeah, not that long ago. It doesn't. That's why the color. It seems like maybe after a few years, the color of it might match.
If they put rebar in it, it might be very hard to get through. But if it was old and crumbling, we'd be able to get it fairly easily. Well, it's definitely something that we should point out to the forensics team. Let them tackle it. We need to get over and talk to the curate.
Yeah, Vogel. We need to.
James Vogel.
There's a few people I think we need to speak with about this, but I think Vogel's a good place to start.
I lean over to Burley and whisper, "Are you hearing those voices too?" There she is again.
Oh. No, I'm not hearing anything but us. I think we should leave the cellar. The gas main looked fine. I didn't smell anything. I sprinkled some water from my water bottle to see if there were bubbles. It's ticking. It seems in order. But maybe there is a mold or something. Because what are they saying?
Yeah, just no, that's not true. It's not true. 1 second.
What are you folks talking about over there? What are you officers talking
about? They're saying, oh, it's just doing a check. It's none of your concern right now, Detective. Thank you.
I think Brearley's right, Uxbridge. I think we need to get out of this basement.
Yeah.
Are you all right?
It could be mold.
Brearley. We can't trust them. There's something wrong with the detectives.
Oh. Okay. All right. I'll keep an eye out. But let's get upstairs.
Why are they whispering to one another? What's going on?
I don't get it.
Let's just go back upstairs.
Yeah.
Before
we leave, I'd like to go look in his bedroom, make sure there aren't any other personal effects there, and then I think go into Vogel would be a good place.
Okay.
Good idea.
I mean, we haven't been upstairs at all above the ground floor.
Right. Exactly. I'm assuming his bedroom's upstairs.
So you definitely find his bedroom. This is like a 3-bedroom vicarage, right? Okay. It could accommodate a family. So yeah, you could find his bedroom pretty easily. When you go in there, it's very neat and tidy. Everything's neat. There's no mess around. But you do notice as you go in, there's what was a door, but it's an open doorway, and there seems to be like a mini office kind of thing attached to his bedroom.
Okay.
I'm still hoping to recover the missing texts, so I'm looking any place that there could be a book or a stack of 3 books. And since he had the place to himself, there's a lot of space to fill. So generally on the gut frame, suggest his mental state, etc. And if there's an attic, we should look at the attic too.
Okay. Gastro?
Yeah, I'm gonna look around for a toolkit or something.
Yeah, you'll definitely find a toolkit.
See if there's a hammer
around.
Look at his bedside table. Like look through personal effects, see if there's anything I would point to.
Okay. I'm going to go downstairs and see how solid that wall is.
Okay, so Gastrel, you're going to go down.
I'm going to use the prongs on the back to chip at it. See if that cuts through.
It might have just been a bit of damp rot, you know, maybe you'll
Could have
get
been.
more slime.
Yeah. So Taylor, you're looking in the bedroom in the drawers at the
Yes.
minute. You can do me a spot hidden. Gastrel, you can do me a strength roll, sure. And Braley, what are you doing? What are you looking at this moment in time, Braley?
I think if T.I. Taylor's in the bedroom, I'm looking at the other rooms on the second floor or first floor in England.
Okay. Yeah. You can do me a spot hidden as your exam.
And it's particularly closets and boxes and other places where there might be books.
Yeah. Oaksbridge, what are you doing?
I'm going to Constable Burley, I need to step out just for a breath of fresh air. I'm sorry. Just give me 1 minute.
Absolutely, it's a good idea. There's something about this house that seems to be affecting us.
Yeah,
So
I'm going to
fresh
be right
air.
back. Thanks. So I'll step out the quickest way, just for like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Breathing. Good air, bad air. Good air, bad air.
Yeah, you'll have the little Daxons going around your legs and maybe jumping up you.
I got a 27 out of 65, so that's a hard.
Yeah, so Gastrel, as you definitely, going by how much you're like getting in there, you definitely think you could get a good fraction of it, but away you could. It seems fairly recent that you could easily get through it. It would take you a few hours, but you could easily get through.
Well, does it look like it's blocks, or is it just cement, like plastered?
It kind of looks like a thin layer of cement mixed with a bit of like a plastering layer on top.
Okay. I just want to make a hole about that big that I can shine a flashlight in and take a look.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to do that in a few minutes, if that. Like, just get a good enough flashlight hole that you'd be able to look. Yeah. So we'll come back to you in a second. Taylor, did you?
Passed. Yep. Passed.
Okay.
Regular success.
Looking through his drawers, you'll find another thing of note, another journal, but this one is like leather bound. There seems to be some German written on it, and when you open it, it appears to be in German.
I can't read German, but I'll hold on to it. I think some people here can.
But yeah, you would safely assume from your expertise is that this is clearly like one of his more personal journals because it's written in his language.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. What else? So that's really all you find from that room. There is still his smaller study. I don't know where,
right. I think Burley's looking through that. And you said, is there another bedroom up here?
Oh, there's a couple of bedrooms, smaller bedrooms.
I'll move through the rest of the upstairs and just see if there's anything worth noting while Burley looks through the office. Yeah,
the office does have two doors anyway. The open door, then another door that you can actually get through from the landing. Okay. So yeah, Burley, what did you roll?
A 34 is a hard success for my spot.
Okay. Going through, you'll easily see an access to a loft. Basically, as you came up the stairs, it's like right above. So, looking through the other rooms, which way would you go? Would you go right or would you go left?
I think that okay, left.
Left. So left. So going left. We'll say that the bedroom is like right in front of you. Like the master bedroom's kind of in front, a little bit to the right. As you go to the left, you'll have a door on the right, which is closed. All of the doors closed. There's a door on the right, a door on the left, and a door straight ahead.
All right, straight ahead. We'll work my way back toward the stairs from the farthest.
Okay, so going into the straight ahead door, going by it's just a bathroom. It's an upstairs bathroom. There doesn't seem to be anything strange in here. There's like a little cabinet that's got some medicine, but nothing out of the ordinary. There's some paracetamol and ibuprofen in there, but nothing.
No antipsychotics.
No, nothing like that.
No.
Nothing that would ring alarm bells.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
Then the middle door, I guess, would be next.
Okay. Going to that door, that is a smaller bedroom. That is another bedroom.
And it looks like it's an infrequently used guest room, I'm assuming.
Yeah. It doesn't look. There's not much to it. There's not much character to it. There's a Bible on one of the drawers. There's a cross hanging. There might be a nice painting, but there's nothing else in here. It's just a spare bedroom.
Yeah.
But maybe another vicar would use when they're here, or a family member, or whatever.
Speaking of which, as locals, you know, I might not remember when his father was the vicar. More than 10. If there were people before him, and it's been 10 years, and I'm in my 20s. But how do we know if he has any living family in town?
Not in. There's none in town.
All right.
There's probably. You could probably
Might have
hazard to guess there's
somewhere.
some in Germany, or maybe even here, gone back to Germany, or around somewhere.
All right. All right. Okay, well, there's one door left if I'm still going before the attic.
So we went there. So yeah, as you go into there, that door leads, if we were going around, that door leads to, which way did you, I can't remember which way you went. Did you go left?
I went
So
up
you
the
went
stairs left, and then down the hall, and then to the next door, and this was the closest door to the stairs on the left side.
Okay, yeah, okay. So this door will lead to just like a storage space. It's just got loads of boxes. Looking through them, you don't find anything of interest.
Well, I'll go up to the loft next.
Okay.
When-
Okay. You're going to the loft. Taylor, at that point, you would have come out and you would have seen that Briley was that side.
Okay.
You would have seen him go in and out of the doors.
Right. Is there another part of the house?
You've got to the right as you come out.
Okay.
As you come out that door to the left, so the
Okay.
other side.
So yeah, then I'll head in that direction.
Okay. So that direction upstairs, there's only two doors. There's the one on the same side as the master bedroom door, and then there's another one opposite it.
I'll go to the one on the same side as the master bedroom.
Okay. So as you open that, you find yourself in that tiny study.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then what's across the way?
That is another spare bedroom.
Okay.
As you enter that one, or open the door or whatever, that's a little bit more, obviously you don't know what Briley saw, but this one looks a bit more lived in.
Okay.
It's got a more feminine touch to it.
Feminine touch.
Yeah.
We know that we know that he didn't live with anyone, right?
Yeah, you know that he didn't live with anyone.
Right. But we know that he has some romantic correspondence from a Samantha Gray. Is there anything in this room aside from just it looks a little bit more homey than a plain guest bedroom?
Yeah, like this room seems more decorated. It's got that vibe, and looking through bits, you'll notice that in the bedside table, in two bedside tables, because it's a double bed in here, which and well, a king size bed, but the two desk drawers, one has a photo that is face down.
I'll look at it.
It is Hartman, because you all know what Hartman looks like.
Sure.
And a woman. They are holding each other.
hold on to that. Or at least take it out of the frame and hold on to it. Anything else in the drawers, the closet, anything like that?
So in the closet, you actually see some like clothes that belong to a woman, and in some of the drawers you'll find bras and that in there.
Sure.
So it definitely feels like someone lives in here.
Yeah,
Maybe
someone
not.
lives here. Yeah.
Maybe not all the time, but
Right. Okay, interesting.
And in the other drawer, you find a book, The History of Fry House Garden, in there.
Oh, okay. I'll kind of like, oh, found one of the books. Like kind of like loud to be heard around the house if you're in the house.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, I'll definitely take that.
Okay, so I will go outside to Uxbridge before going to Gastrel. Uxbridge.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've cleared my head, got some good air. I'm gonna go back inside just to continue on and assist with the investigation. I'll take a quick a look just in front of the house, making sure it looks normal after I get thinking straight again.
Yeah, everything's good. You're actually being followed by all four Daxons now.
All right, come on, guys, come on. Sorry, open the door. Come on, inside. And then I'll, once I get them all rallied inside, close the door, and then I'll go back to where I last recalled Constable Burley. Search.
Okay.
Continue on.
Yeah, because you were out there not for too long. Maybe when you go back, that's where you might see Briley getting ready to go in the loft, like pull down the ladder and all that jazz. So.
Yeah, I'll head on over. Thanks, Briley. Just needed a little break, just a little fresh air. What do you got there?
So far, apparently, T.I. Taylor's found one of the missing books, but the other two are still up for grabs. And most of these rooms are pretty unoccupied, so I'm going to see if there's family stuff in the attic or are missing tomes.
In any of these other rooms up here not checked yet?
No, we've got this floor.
All right. Okay, good.
No, nothing interesting in the medicine cabinet, I'm sad to report. Would have been simpler if he were on 6 kinds of psychoactive medication.
Yeah.
So it's a pull down rope thing? Is it?
Yeah, it's a pull down. A ladder will come down. How some English houses, they have that. A few more modern ones. Some you have to have an extra ladder that you can put up and stuff. But so yeah, it's pretty easy. Just pull, it will drop down, and then quick climb up. So are you both going up there?
Well, if it's easy enough, but if it's cramped, then I think what.
Yeah, I'll see how high the roof is. How high the ceiling.
Okay. So really, as you're climbing up, that's when we will descend into the basement. So Gastrel, you get through. As I said, it only takes a few minutes to make that little gap, and you've got your flashlight there. Can you do me a spot hidden for me?
I'll have to spend 5 to pass.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Okay. So you're there, you're with your flashlight, and yeah, it seems to be a few stairs that go down. And it leads to what you can see. Your flashlight doesn't go all the way, but what seems like maybe a tunnel or leads to a small room or something. And
it's all cobwebby and dirty.
That's the thing. It kind of it's not got cobwebs or anything, but you do see this weird slime on the walls. Just the walls that you can see clearer. with the flashlight.
Back up, and I'm going to re-examine the wall and see if there's a way to gain access without tearing down the wall, like some tricky, Dr. Evil door that opens up and is hidden, it's camouflaged. So I'm going to do that for a few minutes.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll. So you check for a few minutes, and there doesn't seem to be any. You know the tricks. You've seen a few films. You know how some drug dealers try to hide
Right.
things secretly and stuff. So you pretty much have that whole sorted, and it doesn't seem to be anything to open it.
So at this point, I'll just stop and I'll go back upstairs.
Okay.
And I'll report. I'll find Rebecca. And I'll say. So downstairs in the basement, I punched a hole in that wall, and there does seem to be stairs going down, and more of that slime, but it's not particularly dirty. So I don't know if it was recently closed up, or.
Right. I'd like to get down there, but I think it's probably going to take forever to open up that wall.
Well, not with a sledgehammer. We'll just have to.
Okay.
We can call
Find the right tools. Yeah, sure.
Call the place and tell them to bring a sledgehammer.
Gastrel, do you speak German?
Yes, I do.
I have the journal, the father's personal journal here, but it's all written in German.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to page through it for a minute.
Sure.
Okay. Gastrel, can you do me a German roll for me?
German roll. 27 out of 35.
Okay, yeah. That's just a regular, correct?
That's just a regular.
Yeah, just so yeah, you're skimming through. Some words are a little bit hazy, but you get the general gist of what is being said in this journal. But it seems to be a journal that's keeping track of something, and he mentions that he's been camping up in the tower, and he's been talking to her.
Camping in the tower, and he's writing in an archaic form of German. That's odd.
It explains all the stuff we found up in the tower we thought was water.
So he's been going up there and supposedly communicating with the ghost.
Okay. It's a little strange. That guest bedroom here has a bunch of stuff, personal stuff belonging to a woman. And I found this picture. I'm wondering if this is Samantha Gray. I'm gonna look her up on Facebook. Can I social media see if there's a
Oh yeah, you would find, you'd easily find
that. Seems very improper if he would have a woman.
You think so?
Well, he's a
vicar.
vicar.
I guess so.
Unless it was his sister.
Maybe. Does it match Samantha Gray, like the photograph that I have?
It matches. And just to give you a bit, it's not frowned upon for vicars in England. Church of England, it's not frowned upon for them to have a partner or relationship. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
If you go into Catholic, that's where it starts to.
Sure. But having a woman stay over in the house with them without being married, that's
it. It depends.
All right.
Strictness. It depends on the area.
Okay.
So it's.
When's the last time she posted something?
Quite recently. It seems like she's a local florist.
Okay. Anything about the father?
No. No, nothing at all.
Interesting.
What if you can email her?
And what, say that we're investigating? Like, be open, be...
Well, they obviously knew each other and they were close.
Right.
Maybe inform her that
we're investigating.
He's passed away.
Yeah, sure. That's a good idea. Okay.
I wonder how the ghost feels about him dating a woman.
Didn't know we were getting into ghost feelings.
Maybe enough for the ghost to push him out the off the tower.
Ooh, jealous ghosts. Intriguing. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot her an email. Email feels so impersonal. You know what? I think it's better to call her or visit her in person. But
Yeah,
definitely we should talk to her.
All right.
Okay.
Where's Uxbridge? He's outside.
He's been acting so weird. I saw him go outside. I think he came back in. I heard the dogs.
All right. I'll go check on him.
At that point, then, that's where you'll see Briley going up the ladder and Uxbridge is by the ladder. So
Yeah.
Oh.
Stabilize the ladder, make sure.
How you doing, Will?
So much better. I'm so sorry about that downstairs. I just this case has been creeping me out a little bit.
It's been very stressful. Yes. Did you know the vicar?
A little bit. I mean, I saw him on our rounds ever so often. He'd bring us coffee, and we are on pretty good terms. But I didn't know him well.
Did he ever give you you officers any indication that he was depressed or?
No, never in the times I've known him. He's always been well-mannered and relatively happy. Content.
I wonder. You told me that he said that he was going to do some work in the church. In the middle of the night, that seemed rather odd.
Yeah, looking for some files. I think he forgot.
Something that he would need at 11 o'clock at night.
It did
He
seem
couldn't
rather
just get
peculiar.
in the morning.
Yeah, it did seem very peculiar.
My guess is he had a rendezvous with someone. And the rendezvous went bad. Why they went up to the top of the tower, I don't know.
And Constable Burley did see the cloaked figure up there from where
I saw somebody up there.
he fell.
okay. So as you're having that conversation, Briley, you get up there, and before I will get you to roll a spot hidden, but before that, you notice there's quite a bit of room up here, because when you saw the house, it's quite high, and this does seem like you could turn this loft into almost another room in the house. Like there's enough space up here.
Not that he needs any more.
No.
And is it chock-a-block with cardboard boxes?
Yeah, there is quite a lot of stuff up here. Maybe not just his. It could be predecessors who left things, or there seems to be some old furniture up here. But it covers obviously the whole house. So.
Yeah, all right. I'm looking mostly for books, but also anything. I'm curious about remnants from his family as well as his own possessions too, since it seems like there's a generational peculiarity going on.
Yeah.
I wonder where his aunt lives. Yeah.
So
Is there a lot of space up there?
Yeah, there's plenty of room. It's we don't need to stoop.
Okay, so I'll climb up and assist in checking through it since it's a bigger place now.
okay. Did you roll a spot hidden? My mind just went there.
I have not yet,
Okay.
and I have just rolled a 91. So
okay.
I'm glad.
You
I'm coming to
you stumble across. Because as you come up, you just see Briley stumbles over a small box. His torch goes flying to one side.
oh, damn it.
Oh, there it is. Your torch right over there. There it is.
Hot up
So
here too. It feels hot.
you're up at Uxbridge. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll assist him in looking. I'll look sort of in the opposite direction he's looking, so we don't.
Okay. Roll me a spot hidden.
Certainly.
At that point, Taylor, I can assume you're probably with Gaster, or you two are at the bottom of that ladder. We'll come to that in a second.
Okay.
So Uxbridge.
I also rolled a 91. So I guess I'm really focused on finding your flashlight that fell out of your hand. That's what I'm.
And
Here
you
it is.
fall over as well.
Are you okay up there?
Yeah, just a little cramped. We're okay. Thanks though.
There's a lot of boxes of furniture up. You two, Gastrel and Taylor, you're just hearing.
I've
just
got my
bumbling
foot caught in
around
this
up there.
antique bird cage. Let me
Hear that?
Yeah, you'll be hearing a lot of clambering and clashing up there, and things falling over, and a little bit of thumping as well. So, Gastrel and Taylor, you're at the bottom of the ladder. What are you?
I'm gonna make some phone calls. I want to get some equipment, like a sledgehammer, like Gastrel mentioned. Anything that would help us get into that space. And I'm gonna make a phone call to Samantha Gray as well. Maybe set up a meeting with her.
Okay. That's easy enough. Sledgehammer, with that, all you've really got to go on is the police database, the app that you guys have, and you can request the equipment.
Right.
You have police sledgehammers for.
Sure, I figured that was the case.
So.
Or yeah,
It'll
like
just be
battering.
an hour or two before they get it over.
Right.
To us.
Yeah, and it'll probably be 2 officers who come, one
Sure.
who will use it, and then one who's there.
And we still need to talk to James Botolph.
Yeah, we need to talk to Vogel. I'm gonna call Samantha Gray, and then we can. I think Vogel's probably at the church. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, this time of the morning, he's probably on his way over there. He's going to see all the police stuff.
Right.
Do you want me to handle that? Or?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right.
Let's do that. Okay.
Okay, so Gastrel, you going to the church? It's not that far of a walk.
Right. I'm going to go, see if I could find James Vogel.
Okay, yeah.
I've got Vogelbaum written. Is that what his name used to be? Was that what
Yeah, that's what his family used to be, yeah. Okay, and Taylor, you're making a phone call to Samantha.
I realize I don't have her phone number. I'm hoping maybe it'll be somewhere in the house. Or
You'd be able to find it on her Facebook.
Okay.
Her business is listed on there.
Okay.
Her business is listed on there. Even if you went on there, you'd find a business phone number.
Right.
So.
Great.
So yeah.
Yeah.
You would have some way of phoning her. You might not get her straight away, but
sure. Yeah, I'll give her a call at her whatever the number is she's got on Facebook there.
Okay. So you phone up, and a lady answers like, hello, this is I don't even know the name of the florist. Samantha's florist shop. Hello.
Yes, this is Detective Inspector Taylor with Boston PD. Is Samantha available for a quick chat? She around?
Oh no, today's her day off.
Okay. Is there a number I could reach her at?
She goes 07 blah 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 blah.
Thank you very much for your time. You have a good day.
Thank you.
And then I will give her a call at her number.
Okay. So you'll ring a couple of times, but you won't get an answer.
Well, we know where she lives.
Yeah, you do have her address.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure I gave you it last session, if I remember rightly. Yeah. So Gastrel, you're heading off to Vogel. Taylor, after you've made your phone call, what are you doing before I go up to the bumbling officers in the loft?
Oh, sorry. Are you talking to me? I apologize. I'll join the Keystone cops upstairs and see if they need some help.
Okay, so you go up there and you'll see Briley is trying to get his foot out of old bird cage. Uxbridge is just trying to get up and knocking over more boxes.
Are we doing okay up here?
Yeah, I think another pair of eyes couldn't hurt. There's a lot of old stuff up here.
Excellent. I'm gonna take a look around. Look, I found the book on the history of Hartman's hometown. If one of you wants to look through that
Oh, fantastic.
while I poke around here, I don't speak German. So I'm not going to gain anything from this, but I'd like to look around here.
I speak German.
Oh, here you go, Uxbridge. Have a look.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch. Thank you, Detective.
All right.
So Taylor, you can give me a spot hit.
Let's see if I can remember my own feet.
You get a 91.
Oh no, I have a 20. That is a hard success.
Imagine if we got 391. So,
That would be insane.
so yeah, you'll be looking around a little while, and eventually, at one of the far ends you'll notice there's a lot of dust up here, but in this one area, it's a bit more tidier. There's a chair that looks satin, and there's a desk, not a desk, a small table, and in front of that small table, there are 5 Vulturine statues. 5 tiny statues.
First of all, look, gentlemen, come look at this. And who's just coming up to an attic to just sit up here? Why? It's dusty, it's gross, and then look at these statues. I pick one of them up and look at it. Is there anything noteworthy?
No, not particularly. They look handmade.
Okay.
Like they're crafted. You like feel around, shape, but nothing of interest in them. They're just rather odd. They're very odd. They make you feel a bit uneasy.
Are they lined up in a row or in like?
They're in a pentagon like style shape.
On a table or a shelf or a box?
They were on the floor in front of the small table.
Are they dusty with cobwebs, or are they like polished and
they are polished.
Oh wow! So
going by like the small fragments of dust, it seems like they are like is on the floor. It seems like they keep getting rearranged.
Is some sort of solo chess game? How identical to which other are they?
They're all like the same color, but there's like tiny differences. Like one has a closed eye, one just has one eye, one has like almost looks like fangs coming out of their teeth.
Oh, this looks like
just minor differences.
And what kind of figures are they?
Like they look almost like vultures.
They're not. They're so there's no clothing. There's feathers and a beak.
Yeah, almost.
Vultures. Do either one of you know anything about German culture? Are vultures significant in any way? No, I don't. Okay.
I just know the language a little bit. That's all.
Okay. Maybe in that book, Uxbridge. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll start thumbing through it. Yeah, these look.
Are they sculpted out of? Is it carved stone? Is it carved wood? Is it carved soap?
It looks like wood carved.
And there's no signature or maker's insignia on them.
No, not particularly. No. It just they're up here. But there's a small table and then there's a chair, sir. And as I said, the chair looks like it's been sat in quite a bit. The table's not dusty, so.
And the table doesn't have it's not a chessboard or a cribbage board or a backgammon board. It's a regular wooden.
Yeah, it's a small table. It's quite low to the ground.
But they're on the floor, not on the table.
Yeah, why on the floor? Is there anything nothing's on the table or any drawers or anything like that? No. Okay.
No, nothing on the table.
I'll look. Are there like dice, or maybe is this a game, or like some kids playing Dungeons and Dragons or something silly like that up here?
No, like nothing in the vicinity, because you would assume that if there was anything like that to do with this, you'd assume they'd be in the vicinity of.
Detective Taylor, your question seems so salient. Why, whatever he was doing with these things. Why in the attic?
Yeah, that
He's
it
got
doesn't
an entire house that's mostly empty.
exactly. He has a whole house to himself.
They're kind of
I ordered some tools be brought over so we could get down into that sub basement. I really want to know what's down there, and I really want to know what he was doing up here.
oh, that's
How
probably just
bizarre.
rot in the cellar.
Is there like an attic window up here? Just
Yeah,
curious.
there's small like circular
Sure.
windows.
I didn't know
at
if there's
either
like
end,
if
yeah.
it looked out onto anything. Just curious.
Where above what rooms are we where these figures in the chair are?
So you would be probably, you'd have like part of that, of the small study, and then the other bedroom, the female,
Yeah,
the woman's bedroom.
I don't see it. I do not see the logic. Very strange.
Am I making heads or tails of the German?
So what stat have you got in German?
It's an amazing. I'm almost. It's 20. Yeah.
Okay. Can you roll for me, please?
Of course I can. Watch this. 68. And I'm not pushing that.
Okay, no, that's fine. So again, because you do have the basic German, like you do know a little bit. Just as a fail, you're gonna be even worse off than Gastrel with a pass. Like a lot of it will seem gibberish because it seems almost like ancient Germanic
Is this
writings.
the same book Gastrel read, or is this a different?
This is different. This is the history of Freihaus gun.
And so I would know. So this is important. So I would maybe not press or push the roll, but I would, in not making much of it, I would still persist. I'd like to spend some more time trying.
Yeah, you spending more time, because that's the thing. You can walk around. You can still go along, and you can have like a little glance here and there, and
yeah. While waiting for the tools to arrive, I'll just continue trying to make sense out of it.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll say that's what you're doing until like the tools arrive, because you all know protocol. At least one of you would have to wait here for the team to arrive. So
D.I. Taylor, Gastrel's gone off to see Vogel by himself?
Yes, he's gone to talk to Vogel. We assume he's just across the street at the church. So I'm assuming we'll see Gastrel back here again if he's not.
Fair enough. I'm willing to bet that there's a German-English dictionary in this house somewhere. So I'm going to look for that, and that will help Uxbridge along.
Good idea, Brierley. Good idea.
Okay, so that's what Braley's doing. Uxbridge, you're keeping reading. Taylor, what is your?
I'm going to look into Dr. Paul Young, see if I can find anything about him. I know that he corresponded with Hartman, and it was kind of a demanding correspondence about these books. So anything I could find out, if there's anything in the database, the police database, and failing that, social media. Is there anything we know about this guy?
Even that, so you know that he's going through database. He doesn't have a criminal record or anything, but you do get a bit of correspondence from an officer that's say someone, maybe one of the operators who deals with emergency calls. So you know that if you call the hospital and ask for the A&E department and then ask to speak to him, they can pass you through if he's not busy.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll give the A&E department a call, see if Dr. Young is around.
Okay. Yeah. So you'll ring. You'll be pushed around a few people.
Sure.
Like you'll be really pushed around. Like they'll send you bouncing off to different departments that you don't even want. And eventually you will get the doctor. But before we get there, we go down the road. We follow Gastrel's walk down the road, round a corner, down, and then you are there. this is the vicarage. It's a bit further away, but it's close enough to walk and stuff. So
Right. Knock, knock.
so yeah, you'll knock because you know that he'd be at the smaller vicarage as part of the office anyway. Yeah, and he's there, and he's like, "God damn it, I'm a police. I don't need to deal with this nonsense."
I was looking for the curate James Vogel.
Yes, that is
Doesn't
me.
use foul language and say "God damn it."
Yes, when I am stressed.
So you're aware, sir, of what happened last night.
God forgive me. I do apologize for harassing this man.
I'm Detective Frank Gastrell, and I'd like to ask you a few questions if you have the time.
Oh yes, of course. I apologize for the rude greeting and a lot of pressure. I don't know where the associate vicar is. Does that make me in charge until we get Bishop down here? A lot
I'm
of
sure I
stuff.
don't know, sir.
Would you care to come in? I can make you a pot of tea. Or...
That would be fine, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
So, how well did you know the vicar?
At meetings and stuff. We don't know him too well.
What were your impressions of him? Did he seem like a happy gentleman, or?
Yes, too happy. I don't know how. I don't know what the bishop would say if I said this, but too happy for this. Sometimes I wonder why I'm getting involved in this profession.
Well, is there something you'd like to tell me, sir?
Like what?
Well, you seem to have your own feelings about the church, St. Botolph's, the Stump.
Yes, it's not for me. You see, not for me. Not how he has been doing it.
The vicar.
Yes.
You've had disagreements with him, then.
Yes, I've had a few. Especially, I don't know why he.
Can you tell me where you were last evening around 11 o'clock?
I was here, in the vicarage. I was asleep. Yes.
You were asleep at 11 o'clock.
Yes, I go to bed. I go up to bed about 10:30. I read for a little bit. I say my prayers, and then I go to sleep.
Do you have a housekeeper or anyone who can verify that?
No, I do not. Not at that time, no.
Mm-hmm. Were you aware of the vicar having any visitors recently?
Visitors? What do you mean, visitors?
People other than the vicar who come to visit him.
Oh, yeah. No.
Ladies visiting him, or a lady.
You're not meant to spout rumors about another man of a cloth, but I'm pretty sure he was being with that florist, that dirty florist, charlatan.
Miss Gray.
Yes, that's
Samantha Gray.
That's her name.
Why do you call her a charlatan? Is she a florist or is she not a florist?
Oh, she's a florist, but I know that she's been doing a bit extra to make some money. I know.
Whatever do you mean, sir?
Officer, detective, sorry.
I'm afraid I have to ask the questions. We're trying to get to the truth of the matter, sir.
You know what it's like on the docks, surely at night.
You're saying the young woman is a prostitute.
Well, she looked exactly the same. They looked like the identical woman. Just this one, just she was wearing a robe or something. I see her every night around midnight. Not every. I go to the docks twice a week, and I try to speak to the ladies of the night, and try to help them, try to figure out why they're doing. Offer them some godly advice.
You go at midnight?
Yes.
Oh, did you go last night?
No. As I said, I was here asleep.
See. We're wondering earlier, who takes over the vicarage now that he's dead?
You're asking me. I will not know because I'm a curate. I'm not here. I won't be here forever. I will have to move to another church.
I see.
And the associate vicar, she has her own vicarage, so it's whoever his replacement is. But I won't know until the bishop comes in.
Where is the other associate lives?
Oh, she'll be in the vicarage up by St. Thomas's Church.
St. Thomas.
It's the other side of town. You'll know where St. Thomas's is.
Right. Well, at the moment we're in the middle of our investigation. I would appreciate it if you remain local and don't go traveling anywhere. You don't have any plans for traveling, do you?
No, I stay here. I do my bit for the community, and I deal with the church. I'm not going anywhere, detective.
Right. Well, we might need to ask you some further questions later.
I do have one question for you, detective. Do you know if I will be able to get not into the church, but just around the church? I want to get the eye on something because I need to sort something out.
Well, the police should be finished with their forensic investigation by later this afternoon. So yes, okay. After that, we should turn the area back over to you. Have you ever seen the Gray Woman?
Oh, not that nonsense. Yeah, who's been telling you that? The local kids?
Oh, nobody, sir. We saw her last night. Walked right through the walls.
Right through the walls? What is... You telling me that the tale is real, detective?
I want to just read his reaction to that psychology.
Okay, yeah, you can...
Yeah, I can't read anything. It was a wild shot. Anyways, we'll keep in touch with you and keep you informed as to what's going on. You'll have to make an inquiry at the station if you want to set up services for the vicar for his funeral.
Yes, I will. Again, I can't do any of that until the bishop, a higher authority comes.
Of course. So. And I'd probably get all that information down from him as well.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And he leads you to the front door, and you see that he's got his phone out, and he starts to make phone calls. He's like, "Bye, detective."
I walk back towards the church. I'm going to take note of his license plate.
Okay.
If he has a car, I assume he has a car.
He does have a car. There's like a garage. There's like a. Well, it's not really a garage. It's just like a side space thing. He has his car.
Right. Okay. And I'll walk back to the place where I think everybody else is.
Okay. Yep. Okay, so going back a walk. As we walk with Gastrel, we go to Taylor, and she is on the phone to Dr. Paul Young. Hello. I hear you a Detective Taylor, I think my colleague said.
Yes, Dr. Young. I was calling to talk with you about Father Hartman. Can I ask what your relationship is with the vicar?
Oh, friend of the family. Well, our family is friends.
Right. Does he have any family still in this area?
Not in this area, no. The ones who were in this area are deceased, I'm afraid.
Right. And are you aware that Father Hartman died last night?
Yes, I was made aware.
Can I ask where you were at 11 o'clock yesterday evening?
I was here.
You were here, and I can.
Yes.
There are people that can vouch to that, Dr.
Oh,
Young.
yes. The people on my team when I was helping a patient. So.
Right. Okay. Very well. It's come to my understanding that before his death, you were he had a set of books that you were inquiring about, and we're looking into those books. Would you happen to have any of them?
No, detective, I would not. But if you're doing that much of an inquiry, we should probably meet. I am just about to finish my shift. I would rather go home and sleep, but this is for the father.
Yes,
Friend,
we would like to meet. When would be a good time and place for you, Dr. Young?
Well, you can meet me at my home. So, and he gives you his address.
Sure. Okay.
He gives you his address. It's 43 Sleaford Road. So.
Very well. And what time?
Well, I will be home within the hour. So.
Excellent.
Any
Thank you
time
very
after
much, very much for your time, Dr. Young. I will see you soon.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
D.I. Taylor.
Yes,
Yep,
Gastral. What is it?
So
Yes.
I spoke with Mr. Vogel. My first impression was that he was more angry than he was upset.
Angry, someone he's known for years, and
he tried to
angry.
cover it all up, but oddly enough, he never actually expressed any kind of regret other than it's going to cause him problems. I don't know. He acted as if he was unaware that he would be the next one in line. So I don't know whether that's actually true or not. Claims that he was asleep in bed. But a few moments later, he made the mistake of telling me that he occasionally goes to the docks at midnight to speak with the prostitutes, of which he thinks Samantha Gray is a prostitute. That the florist shop is just sort of her day job. Exactly.
Right. Well, I couldn't reach her, but we have her address.
I took down this information and I made sure that he isn't leaving town or anything.
I talked on the phone with Paul Young, the doctor who was demanding the Reverend give him those books, and even talking about like the tribe, and he agreed to meet with us in his home. Don't like that very much, but nobody should go there alone, but definitely we should follow up on him too. He seemed very interested once I mentioned the books.
I don't see what they would be so important. They're just books.
Yeah, I don't. Speaking of Uxbridge, anything in that book?
Oh, yeah. I think I've discovered.
So, Uxbridge, with the help of Brearley getting a dictionary, Brearley, you would have been able to find one around the house. Maybe even down on the bookshelf in the basement, you found one. Might take you a little bit of time, but you found it. You got it up there, and Uxbridge, with that help, with the dictionary's help, and Brearley there as well, yeah, you'll be able to get a bit of information about it. And the main thing that like speaks out to you is it talks about a mountain that is protected by 5 Vulturine statues.
Mountains. I'm relaying, of course, this to everybody.
Right. Oh, and Gastral, you missed this too. There are 5 vulture statues in the attic as well, arranged like in a pentagram.
All facing inwards?
That's a good question. I don't know that. Were they all facing inward?
Yes.
The book that's describing these 5 figures protecting a mountain, does it portray, does it give that information in form of a story or more of a spell or a ritual or more like its history?
It gives you it in or a kind of story, not a more factual story. But they refer to them as the 5 of Vian, and they even have names. The names are the Green Moon, the White Fire, which is darker than the night, the Winged Woman, the White Dark, which is more red than the fire, and the Black Light.
What was the second to last one? It was the red.
The White Dark, which is more red than the fire.
Okay.
And what you get from that is that there was something in this mountain beyond Freihaus Garten that the villagers hundreds of years ago, they put up these statues to hold something under the mountain. And it's said to have great influence, even though it is dispelled under the mountain. It has great influence over everyone who lives in Freihaus Garten.
So would these, I'm speculating to the others, would these vultures be some memento that he has because it's part of his ancestry, or is he trying to use black magic or something?
So specifically, does he feel like he needs protection from something?
And he has
such
a mixed set of feelings about his heritage. You know, why have a miniature version of your mountain idols from the family village where he never lived?
Right. And all of this talk about, you know, his heritage. He can't let his heritage. That was one of the lines in his journal. I can't let my heritage harm this peaceful town. Something to do with those little statues, but maybe he thought he was protecting the town with them.
Well, what are vultures but carrion eaters?
Yeah.
This makes me very curious as to what we're going to find in that crack you were developing downstairs.
Exactly. And that tattoo he had, you all saw that. That's so strange. I don't.
The tattoo? What tattoo was that?
He
black
had
ink tentacle sort
black
of
tentacles.
marks. Extensive, as if.
Unusual for a vicar, I'd think.
I think so too.
Very unusual.
But, you know, since the doctor mentioned a tribe, they seemed more tribal.
The doctor did mention the tribe, so maybe he's also tied into all of that. I really do want to talk to this doctor.
I think we should go and find the girlfriend and the doctor.
I agree.
I'm sure there's nothing in the cellar. We can leave it for the officers that come to dig the hole up and warn them that they might start hallucinating.
Well, if they break open the hole, I don't want them to explore it. I want us to explore it because we're the detectives.
I agree.
But so far from the little bits that we've got, I'm hypothesizing that our vicar, might have been seeing more than one woman,
You think so?
and
Okay.
that there was a confrontation in the bell tower,
Mm.
and we did see a face. Was it a woman's face we saw? Did it seem that way? Yes.
When?
The night that he was pushed out the window. I don't think that it's a suicide any longer.
The thing is, though, Detective, we were there when he hit the pavements, and we immediately covered the church doors.
Yeah, it would take a long while to traverse from way up there down the stairs and out. Constable Brearley and I had the doors covered much faster. They would have had to fly down to beat us.
Unless there's a way out of the church we don't know about.
Or
I
they
mean,
were,
we
or
just
they
found a
stayed,
secret passage.
right? Or they stayed on the roof. Gashel, did you go up there, or did you just kind of poke your head
I
around?
poked my head out.
Could they have maybe been hiding behind something? I don't know.
I suppose I thought that I heard somebody whispering, but
I
Is it
thought I heard someone
possible-
whispering down in the basement just recently.
it's been a very strange
What's that,
case.
Uxbridge?
Yeah, downstairs. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize to Detective Gastrell. I apologize to you too as well, Detective Inspector. I similar to what was experienced in the cathedral. I heard some voices and they were saying weird things like not to trust you, and I just it just didn't make sense. I just got some fresh air.
Very
This
well.
this case is definitely getting a little under my skin.
I'm wondering if we're getting information that seems to be indicating some sort of supernatural nonsense. But even disregarding the supernatural nonsense, I'd say that those are clues that still can be followed. My guess is that they will lead to non-supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody could be trying to fool us by placing speakers in the
Right.
church.
Yeah,
Um,
or even here.
so if you hear something or see
Other
something,
books.
report it regardless. There's magician's tricks that can be used.
I'm just wondering what did we see down in the basement earlier? I'm still. It's almost like it's being blocked out of my mind completely. But I would have sworn I saw Constable Brearley or something trying to come out of that TV. It looked so unusual. You saw it too.
Like the front of the screen was made out of cloth and he was inside of it behind the static.
Yeah.
We didn't even get a good look at the TV. Maybe that's something someone did, put a
Yeah.
cloth instead of the screen.
It's like
I'm
someone's
not overly concerned with that.
But obviously he wasn't in the TV because he was right in front of us.
Yeah, just someone's playing practical jokes, it almost seems like.
Brearley, do you remember what you did just before this strange hallucination?
I found the bookshelf and the slime on it, and I took the sample of the slime. And then I noticed that the couch looked, used, and I checked the cushions in case, and then I took the remote and tried to turn the TV on. I was curious as to what the vicar had been watching, but I couldn't get it to work. Every channel seemed black.
And then suddenly you say you felt like you were inside of the TV.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe you inhaled some of that slime or something, ingested it accidentally. It's very strange.
Well, I mean, just slight touch on your skin might be enough to...
Exactly.
I might have touched some too, then that might have been why I was hearing those weird voices saying those weird things.
I was pretty careful taking the sample, but if there was some on a doorknob or in the couch cushion or something, maybe there was some in the back of the remote. That's the sort of thing that I mean, if that's a contact hallucinogen, it's really potent stuff. Isn't there a frog that people lick in Mexico?
Yeah.
But they're not really slimy, right?
LSD only takes a tiny little piece on of course, it takes an hour to start working. I'm going to pull out the vial that I collected and say.
We sent a sample too.
We did. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's just, for the sake of experimentation, keep an eye on me, and I'll open it up and I'll just touch the liquid slightly with my hand, rub a little with my fingers.
Gastrol, what do you do?
I don't think that this is the case, but let's see. I'll put the lid back on.
So you touching a little bit of it, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll know.
Yeah. So, yeah, nothing happens. Whatever you did, nothing happens.
Nothing seems to be happening.
Does it have a smell?
Yeah, a weird smell that you can't place. Gastrol, are you wearing gloves? Are you wearing your gloves? Or?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. So, because as you were like, you will notice after a few seconds, just briefly, it's not for long, but your fingers start to burn a little bit.
Seems to be acidic. I'm going to pull out a cloth and wipe it off my fingers. Just kidding. One can have a sense of humor. So far, nothing. So I don't think this is it. Something else is going on here, but it could just be people. But why? Why all this elaborate nonsense?
It might be concentrated downstairs, and that's why Brearley and myself and even you saw these things and heard these things.
So
maybe in a small isolated bit of it, it's not as potent.
We should be getting a result back from the lab.
Rarely, are you all right?
Something really hurts.
What hurts? You having a heart attack? What's wrong?
Really? Where is it, really? What's going on?
Do we need to call an ambulance?
Frank,
call an ambulance. Gastrol, call an ambulance.
Ambulance.
Yeah, you'll get straight away, and
yeah,
they'll be a few minutes, and you tell them to blue light it and
get upstairs.
Do you need to lay down?
Get upstairs.
I want to get up. I don't.
Do you have any aspirin? Can't you chew aspirin if you're having a heart attack?
Yeah.
You want to get upstairs, Burley?
I think, yeah.
Okay, I'll help him. I'll help him over to the stairs.
Yeah, please. Jesus.
Very sudden.
Yeah, you'll notice that he is sweating quite profusely.
I'll help him get to the stairs, and then if we can get him some water.
Yeah, I'll go get the water. You get him.
Ambulance
lie
is
down
coming.
or something. Yeah.
Ambulance dispatch, please.
Oh.
Yeah, Frank had already sorted that, so there'll be a few minutes. Well, depending on traffic, but they can bypass it. But it still depends on. They don't want to just crash into another car. No way. So.
Can we perform any kind of first aid on him, or anything we can do?
Well, going by how he is, how he seemingly is, he's touching his chest, he's touching his stomach, and that seems to be where the pain is.
Yeah, that's all.
Let's loosen that tie.
Yeah.
Are you thirsty, Michael?
Can we do first aid?
Yeah, you can. Anyone can do me a first aid. Yeah.
Oh, actually, I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah, pass regular.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Sure. Whatever you'd normally do if somebody looked like they were having a heart attack.
Yeah, you first. You think the best way you'll get him to, because how he is acting. If he was having a heart attack, he by now, going by how long, he should have being even more, but it seems like he's still able to walk very slowly. You just think maybe get him lying down, getting
Right.
some
Yeah.
water.
Lay him down, put something under his head.
Yep.
How you doing?
It's so strange. I've never. It doesn't feel like anything that I've experienced. And it's just very sudden.
Well, the ambulance is on the way to make sure everything's all right, but don't pass out because, like, mouth to mouth.
Brearley's young, isn't he? In his 20s?
24.
Yeah.
He-
Yeah, this is strange.
Constitution of 60. Good looking.
Maybe I shouldn't have put that stuff on myself.
Yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on you, Gastral.
Great.
You're
Keep
not,
an
you're
eye on
not,
all
you're
of-
not the young man that Brearley is.
I'm only 40.
Well, you didn't smoke it at least.
All right, so I think we're really occupied until the ambulance comes.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know
before
if
the
I
am-
need it. I don't know. I feel better already.
Well, let's have the paramedics
Let's
check
yeah,
you
let's
out.
at least have him check you out. You don't have to go to the hospital.
The tools should be arriving here probably with the paramedics too.
Yeah, as you'll notice, you'll hear through the front door, and maybe on the radio because I got the team's here. Hello, this is Officer Cohen. I'm here.
Officer Cohen, yes. You're at the house?
Yeah, the front door.
Downstairs. Yeah, go ahead and go in. Downstairs, there is a hole in a wall. It's obviously that the brick work is modern. It's closed up a passage. Could you guys break that open for us? You don't have to go in, but we'll be there soon to detect do our detectation.
Okay. Yeah. Also, I'm assuming there's an ambulance on its way. I'm assuming gone by radio chatters for here. I can see them. They're just pulling up now.
Yeah. We're right over there.
Okay. So yeah, they go downstairs, Cohen and his partner, and then the ambulance. You guys took Briley upstairs like I wanted, and two paramedics come up here.
I want to make it more clear to
This
them that I don't want them going down the stairs once they're
Yeah.
broken through the wall.
Yeah, they understand your superior officer to them. They'll break it open and maintain the perimeter until you get there. So paramedics come up. What seems
He seems to have had a sudden attack, like his heart.
Yeah, it was in my chest and stomach too, but it's really cleared up. I think we've made a lot out of nothing. I think that cellar is strange. That's all. There's something strange in the cellar.
We may have been exposed to something, so maybe check him out.
Yes, is it all right if you all of you step outside? We can.
Sure, of course.
If we have to.
No, not you. We're going to take good care of you. We'll make sure you're okay. We'll check everything. But if for the rest of you could, if he is,
Of course, yes.
just to give him some space. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna go downstairs and see what the boys are doing with the brickwork.
All right, I'll go with you. Uxbridge, why don't you stay here with Brearley?
Will do,
Sure.
detective.
Call us, Uxbridge. Call us immediately if something
Absolutely.
doesn't seem right.
Certainly, will do, detectives. Thank you.
This is the strangest case I've ever worked on in my, well, I can't say 40 years on the police force because I'm 40. So
You started
Yep.
very
my
young.
20 years on the police
Yeah.
force.
So sticking with Uxbridge and Brearley, Uxbridge, they'll kind of ask you to just step back while they're really checking over him, and they're like, Brearley, they're chatting to you and making sure you're fine. They check all the your vitals. They got the charts that they print off, and it's got all these graphs, and everything seems fine. And they turn to you, expression like, it seems like he's fine. Everything seems normal. But we would maybe suggest that you take him to the hospital later on and get him checked out if it continues. He seems fine for now. We've checked everything. Everything seems on the right level. A bit worried about the profuse sweating and the fact he did get such sharp pains, but
maybe a anxiety attack of sorts.
Possibly and stuff like that would be from high stress.
It's been a very troubling 24 hours for the group of us. So yeah, maybe I just had some kind of emotional attack.
Well, if you don't mind, we will stay here and keep an eye on you just for 10 or so minutes, just in case you have another one of these attacks, because usually these kind of sharp pains and that you might get another.
Well,
it's normal in these kind of circumstances, stressful circumstances, and the sweating, it might get a bit more profuse, but we'll keep an eye on that down.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
I'll stay hydrated.
Yes, plenty of water, definitely. So yeah, they're just going to they'll hang out up here. They'll keep their equipment by, and they might do a couple more checks on him, check his heart rate a couple more times, and his blood pressure. They're just gonna make sure he's fine. And Uxbridge, are you just gonna stay with your partner?
Oh yeah, I'm staying with my partner. He's in trouble. I'm gonna make sure he's okay.
So, going downstairs, Gastrel and Taylor, you are down there, and Cohen is there sledgehammering away. So,
Well done.
A little bit to the left.
Wrong wall.
No. Oh, it's not that way. Fuck. Yes. What we'll do is we'll try to get it as clear. He stops for a second. We'll try to get it as clear as possible. If you give us like 40 minutes to an hour, just because then we'll clear it and secure the. We won't go down. You did request us not to go down.
Yes, please.
So we will.
All right.
Very well.
So what do you make of all of this?
I think it has to be something to do with that slime. Maybe the father, maybe Hartman was hallucinating too, or having these, effects because of this mold slime, something like that. It's clearly affected Uxbridge and Brearley too. I don't.
Possibly me now that I've touched it.
Yeah, I don't. I'm concerned. I don't know what that's all about. But Dr. Young and Samantha Gray, they clearly have some part in all of this too. We need to talk to them today. Vogel seemed, just from your words,
Vogel seemed very odd. I asked him if he thought that the vicar seemed at all depressed, and he said no, he was very happy. In fact, too happy, whatever that means.
Isn't that that's mania, right? Like depressed, you can have depression and still have episodes of mania.
Well, maybe. It's hard to get into a man's head who's already
very true
passed away.
And he just seemed inconvenienced by the whole thing. Is that what you said?
Well, he actually used expletives when I met him, and he was like, more police.
More police. No, I guess just because they were all.
Well, he probably went to the vicar, went to the church, and then got stopped. And
then he said he couldn't account for his actions that night, right?
He said he was asleep in bed.
Yeah, but no one could vouch for him. Okay.
Maybe one of the little prostitutes vouched for him. Who knows?
I'd be interested to talk to some of them too. See what if he's really down there spreading the word of God, or if he's down there for other
Spreading
reasons.
the legs of the
Yeah,
prostitutes.
exactly. Exactly.
Well,
How are the dogs reacting to all the strange people in the house?
the dogs.
Is it really to like? They seem to be they really like Uxbridge. They're all over Uxbridge. Like even in the room while the paramedics, they're like hiding behind. They're actually you see them visibly like they're hiding behind Uxbridge at this moment.
Okay, I'll give them like little pets and scratches behind the ears.
I wonder how long it's been since they've gone for a walk, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The associate is also a female.
Yes, her name was Heather. I remember someone told. I don't know her last name. And then there's also a secretary, I believe, by the name of Allison. No, Allie, not Allison.
Yeah, and you also have the janitor as well.
Right. There's a few other people connected to this.
I'm just thinking if there's some sort of rivalry between women.
Jealous lover? Is that what you're thinking?
We did see
push him off.
Michael said that he saw a woman's face.
He's clearly close to Samantha. I'm assuming that's her personal possessions in that room because there was a picture of her in there too.
And if she has any of the reputation that Vogel says, then she's probably not motivated to murder somebody.
Although, and this is such a tiny thing, so it probably doesn't mean anything at all, but I'm wondering if they didn't have some kind of falling out. That the photograph of the two of them, it was like flat and like laid flat and like hidden. It wasn't displayed. I don't know if maybe they had some kind of last minute falling out, but that's probably nothing.
Well, we should probably talk to her.
Yeah.
I think we also need to talk to the associate because the associate maybe take over the church.
Right. There's a lot of people we need to talk. We should prioritize, and
I think we need to split up.
I think you're right.
Hit a couple of them
split
at the
up
same
and
time.
prioritize. I think Dr. Young, because he seems to know about these books and was very interested to talk to me after I asked him about the books, for sure. Samantha Gray, just because of her close relationship with Father Hartman.
Let me go talk to the Gray woman.
Okay. Yeah. Because I talked to Dr. Young and said I was going to come speak with him.
And talk to Dr. Young, and maybe if you get the chance, talk to the associate Vicar.
Right. Okay.
She might talk more to you.
Fair.
Because you're both ladies.
Okay. I like that. Let's. Do we want to stick around for the basement, or do we want to go ahead and just?
Well, no, we should stick around for the basement. That's just our plan for later.
I really want to know what's down there. Okay, that sounds good.
I just keep imagining opening up the wall and finding a body strapped to the wall.
Skeletons in the cellar.
Yeah. Cask of Amontillado stuff.
Okay, so Gastrel and Taylor, you're waiting for this like
right,
and we'll to be done.
I'll radio Uxbridge and say, if Brearley is cleared and feels up to it, the boys will be done with the wall in about 40 minutes or so.
Okay.
We can walk back and see how they are. Well, he said he's okay, so.
So up the stairs to Uxbridge and Brearley. Brearley, you are still being monitored by the paramedics, and Uxbridge, you still have the Daxons like cowering behind you, and a couple of them occasionally are trying to claw up at you. They want to come up and stuff.
I'll just pet them. And did we fed them when we came in? We found some food for them, right?
Yeah, you fed them.
So they've eaten recently. Is there like a little garden I can just let them out? Maybe in the backyard? They can
there's quite a nice garden outside. Yeah.
Okay.
Call animal control.
Yeah, and maybe just to put them at ease instead of all the people running around the house, just putting them on edge. I'll let them out in the back garden, making sure the gates are closed, and then later on I'll call animal control.
Okay. So yeah, you go down and you'll let them out. Burley, what are you doing as you are upstairs? Uxbridge has gone down to let the dogs out.
Well, just chatting with the paramedics. I wonder if we're familiar. I wonder if they're familiar faces. There must be some overlap between the
Yeah,
constabulary and
People
the.
we see all the time. Yeah.
yeah, you'll see them on. You'll probably see them on like a Wednesday, Friday shifts. So
Yeah,
night
I
shifts.
have a few questions, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You'll go along chatting. So yeah, downstairs to Uxbridge. You let the dogs out.
Yeah, let the dogs out. Just do they seem like they're kind of that's their familiar grounds? They're kind of playing amongst themselves, or are they all
And
panicked around me?
they're still panicked around you. One of them keeps going to the stairs and actually like yappering up and comes running back to you, and the other three are cowering around you.
What is it? What is it? Oh, the dogs sometimes they know what's going on. They might smell something's really off. Maybe they'll lead me to something. So okay, all right, little guy. All right, where do you want to go? Show me. So I'll just let it lead.
Okay. Yeah, they take you right back upstairs. And they take you right back into the room with brilliant paramedics.
Huh.
They've got Briley like sat upright. They've started packing away them things.
The one that was leading, is it sniffing around anywhere else, or is it just like happy it's back in the room?
It kind of starts to walk towards Briley and the paramedics, and then it lets out a little yap, and then like stutters back towards you.
Huh. And which room is it again upstairs we're in?
We'll say you're taken to the master bedroom. So
Okay, so it's the master bedroom. It's very. So yeah, they're like they're.
Did they do their business? They seem skittish, but I mean, who knows what they're used to? They're certainly not seeing their master.
Yeah, they seem to be on edge about what's going on with you, really.
Oh, right. There are dogs that can be trained to anticipate epileptic seizures. I hope, but I don't think those usually feel like your chest is tearing open.
Yeah. Or do you feel okay enough to walk outside, maybe get some fresh air, really? Michael?
Yeah. I mean, a quick walk around might it did you some good. I do I think we should have eyes in the cellar if they're gonna.
Yeah, the detectives are down there right now. I think right now we want to get you up on your, either get you more help, or if it's just some fresh air will help get you back in the swing of things.
Paramedics, what's your professional advice?
Take it easy. Take it very easy, and fresh air might do all of you good.
Do the paramedics seem off at all to me, or do they just seem like the paramedics doing paramedic things that I'm used to?
Do me a psychology roll, Uxbridge.
Oh, phooey. There's 71 again. Another bad roll. Darn, and I have such good psychology. I never have this good psychology, but that's still a fail.
Okay. Yeah, they seem a little off, but you reckon they've probably done a long shift, so they might be a bit tired. And
all right. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'll just let's step out for a breath of fresh air. I guess you folks are getting ready to go anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be outside and miss the excitement downstairs.
So as we depart, do the dogs seem to have their nervousness centered now that the paramedics and Michael are separated? Do the dogs seem like they are more nervous towards the paramedics or more nervous towards Michael? Or do I
Both
can't tell?
parties. Both parties. Because dogs, how they're yippering at Brearley and staying away, and again they're kind of, you see they run down the stairs after the paramedics, then kind of come back up to you and do that same yapping to try and.
All right. Yeah, it seems like they're concerned or something around you, Michael. But I can see why. You're really not feeling well. You're probably attuned to such things. Well, yeah, fresh air might. Let's step out for a second. How's that sound, Constable?
Yeah, I'm all for it.
All right.
We'll see
Okay.
these folks off. Thanks for checking. I'm sorry to alarm you about nothing.
No, it's fine. It's better to be safe than sorry. And they get back into the ambulance and they drive off. So yeah, you two are outside. The dogs are kind of watching.
So what exactly did the voices sound like when you heard voices in the basement?
They're telling me to not trust the detectives, and that you were the one to believe and trust. The detectives were the ones that were off.
Do you think they are a little bit off?
The more I'm thinking about it, I think that was just weird voices in my head. I don't know why it gave that sort of message. But then again, Detective Gastrel mentioned something about some particular message he heard up in the top of the tower, too. So something.
Right. And they didn't see our ghost. I don't, they might think we're just crazy. But then Gastrel was so willing to like touch that slime. I don't know. I think we should keep an eye on them.
Definitely.
I mean, we're seconded to them anyway, so in a way, we're just doing our duty.
Yeah, ultimately. Yeah. How are you feeling? You think you're good to carry on?
Really. I mean, I still feel kind of hot, but considering how cold I felt after that thing went through me, maybe I'm just readjusting.
Yeah.
And they took every test I could, that they could stick in the back of a truck, and they said I was fine. So, yeah, I probably we should assume that it was, well, like the weird thing with, them knocking the television over. Why did they? I mean, yeah, maybe we should put the television back where it belongs.
No.
I wonder how broken it is.
Yeah, we could upright it and at least see what's going on with it. It looked like it was it looked so real when we were there, but I bet you if we took a good look at it now, it would probably be some sort of gag, practical joke. Something just doesn't seem right. I mean, well, we saw what we saw. I'm baffled. I've never seen or experienced any situation like this before.
If it were a prop TV, that would explain why the remote didn't do anything to it. Maybe.
All right, well, if you feel good, let's join them.
Yeah.
So the four of you are now together, and the dogs have come down as well. They're sticking with Uxbridge, but they do spread out to Gastrel and Taylor as well, but they don't go anywhere near Brearley.
Not a dog person, Brearley?
I don't have one, but they usually like me all right. Again, these little pups have been through a lot.
Right. Gosh, they're underfoot. I thought we let them outside.
Yeah, I brought them down to go outside, but they just wanted to go right back upstairs. They seem nervous, and they seem very concerned about Michael and his they weren't like that before, though.
Given the fact that I was the one to feed them, you'd think they'd show a little gratitude, but
Yeah.
they're overbred anyway, poor things.
So, to move along a bit, time passes. You guys have had you guys are having this conversation, and that final hit, and then a final bit of clearing, and there is a nice stairway down from the basement.
Thank you, Bruno. Officer Bruno.
It is fine. You're welcome. And they say they'll stick around for a while because.
Yeah, clean up this mess.
Yeah, exactly. They have to clean it up. They will then cordon it off, and then basically they'll just guard this place.
When I get down there, I'd put my gloves back on. I go to the TV and kind of give it a good once over, not touching it too much, but just I really want to see what's going on there. Is that TV like a fake trick TV by any chance, or?
No, it has a proper serial number and everything. It's a real TV.
Was it break when it fell over? Did it?
If you just lifted it up a little bit, no, there's no breakage on it.
Was it on a table or?
Yeah, it was on like a little table. Well, not a little table, like one that has like the little cupboards and stuff.
I take my baton out and I tap the screen, not to break it. I just want to see is that solid or is it like rubbery that's someone can press their head through it and
no, it's solid. It's solid.
That's not what I was expecting. So that means we either hallucinated or some really weird shit's going on here.
Well, I think we can say that the hallucinations count as weird shit, but we saw the gray lady before we touched anything slimy. So give me a hand. Let's put this back at the table where it belongs.
Oh, sure. Keeping my gloves on, I will assist.
Okay. Yeah, you guys get it back up on there.
Is the building that we're in next to the church?
No, the one that you're in is probably like a 5-minute walk. 10 minutes.
5-minute walk. The tunnel ahead of us, does it go towards the church?
Yes, it goes directly that way. Like where you're facing, it'd be directly that way. Maybe it would, like.
Right, but it can move on the ground.
Yeah. And towards the church is also towards the river, right?
Yes.
I mean, maybe this connects to an old like storm drain or something.
Possibly.
And those would all go toward the river.
So how wide is it?
It's wide enough to fit two of you down there comfortably side by side.
Okay.
And the stairs are stone?
Yes.
And how many stairs are there down?
Like eight or so, 8 or 10. But a few of them are a little bit like solid, so there's a bit of a drop down. So obviously when this has been filled in, some of them have also got filled. But so some of them are still like straight. Right. So there's a bit of a step down, a couple of them.
I'll go down with
I'm headed
one
down.
of you. Brearley, you should probably stay up and just take it a little easy.
Why don't we all stay together in case something happens?
Oh, all right. Okay, detective.
Yeah, I don't. If I feel any weariness or something, I'll say something or go upstairs.
All right, because I don't know how musty it is going to be down there and how easy it will be to breathe.
All right.
Okay. So, you guys start to go down, and again, there's kind of a slime on the wall. Is
it all over the walls, or is it just in patches?
In patches along the walls. And you even get a few like slimy looking handprints that you see every so often.
Really?
Yeah. Can I just ask, who's side by side? Are you side by side, or are you going individual? Or
Rebecca and I are
I want to be in the front, but if someone wants to walk beside me, that's fine.
I'm right beside you.
Okay.
Yeah, detective should be in the front. This
Detectives
is
in
their
the
job.
front and the sergeant and constable in the back.
That way, if something happens to the two of us, you guys can run and get your batons.
Yeah, no, we're here to protect and to serve. So,
Drag you back up the stairs, maybe?
yeah.
Yes, seeing like you guys can see your torch is quite the beams. You can turn like the beam up and make it a bit brighter, but you do see that sometimes the tunnel veers off like an interconnected like tunnel system
In multiple different tunnels.
Yeah, like but they seem a bit more tighter fitting.
And does it seem like anything's been down here recently? Like there's no cobwebs?
There's no cobwebs down here.
Well, you have to have spiders to have cobwebs.
Yeah, but anything like this, spiders can get into. They just need a crack somewhere.
Yeah, instead of like cobwebs in the corner, you've just got this like slime.
And the handprints, are they the size of an adult male?
Slightly larger.
And do they have a direction? Are they like someone coming up?
They kind of overlap, so it looks like there's been multiple directions. And
do any of
like it?
Is there any kind of legend of a Fenny swamp monster, or?
No, you guys do know that there would have been tunnels back in the day that they were used.
Sure.
So this isn't unheard of. This is
it's not unheard of, but you thought they were all filled in because they're not meant to. All the tunnels were meant to have been filled in.
None of these. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
None of these branches are large enough for a person to fit through. Like is it just the straight ahead is it large enough for people, and the branching ones are not?
Yeah, the branching ones you could fit a person down there. Yeah,
okay.
But it'd just be a bit more of a tighter.
I'm wondering if this leads to the church. I'm wondering if this isn't where our murderer took their exit.
Do any of them head towards the church?
Yeah, we're
the one you're going down.
Oh, it's the church. Yeah, and they probably just took a branching one and went that way.
So just keep moving forward and be careful.
Yeah, I agree. I want to see where this comes out into the church. I'd be curious to know.
Also, let's watch out for strings across the passage, like booby traps or anything like that.
All of a sudden, Gastrel, you start to get your radio starts to static a bit, like when you're trying to get someone through and someone's trying to get through to you, but obviously because you're underground, it's a bit more staticky.
Yep.
It takes a little while because obviously you're underground, but Gastrel, it's Detective Gastrel. Detective Gastrel, come in.
Yes, this is Gastrel.
Gastrel. Oh, Gastrel, yes. We thought you might want to know that about half an hour ago, the curate, no, not even half, about 20 minutes ago, the curate left in his car.
We need to have him followed.
Yeah, we obviously, because we have the license plate that you provided, we've been tracking, and it seems that he went to the other side of town, like Sleaford Road area.
Okay, if he heads towards the airport or to the train station or anything like that, have him arrested.
Okay.
What about Finside Road, though, Gastrel? That's where the woman Samantha. That's where she lives. I'm concerned that he might be going after her.
Yeah, and you guys do know that Sleaford Road goes on to launch onto the Carton Road and Botolph Road, which all lead to Finside Road.
All right.
So.
Well, then send a car over there to make sure nothing's going on, and I give you the address for the flower girl.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, we will
attack her or to conspire with her.
Right.
Yeah, we will keep you in the loop, sir. Thank you. Over. And yeah, they get on that. And you guys continue down, and you reach a point where it opens up into a larger room.
Okay.
And in this room, do me a spot hidden. Because for some reason it's really dark in here.
I got an 04.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
Regular success.
Okay.
My 18 is a hard, so
Oh.
but I was outshone.
Let's see if
I have a 97.
Oxford Kill just it's too
What?
dark for you.
Why did you bring that antique bird cage down here?
So Oxford, you might even slip on a little bit of slime. You're not going to fall over, but you might have a little.
Damn slime.
Gastrel, Taylor, and Braley, the three of you, well, all four of you will notice that it's dark like extremely dark in here. Your torch is barely piercing this room, like, and you've been fine all this way. And Gastrel, Taylor, and Braley, you'll all notice that so you'll each bump into something, but you realize you all three of you are like touching different ones, but they seem like larger versions of the small statues.
What on
This is a
earth?
big bird statue
Statues.
rounded in a circle.
Is there more detail to them now that they're like much larger? Any kind of symbols carved into them or anything like that?
Yeah, on the bottom of each of them. So for Gastrel, yours on the bottom of yours, it will say the green moon, like along the little room.
It's the names
And-
of the.
Right.
Taylor, the winged woman, and Michael, the white dark, which is more red than the fire. It's all kind of like wrapped around it.
What kind of script is it written in? Does it look like Gothic German script, but in English?
Yeah, but it's in English, so Taylor can easily read it.
And these are not matching the description of what we read in the book, right? Like we don't think he took them from his village and brought them here. Like
No.
would that age suggest? No. Okay.
No, these look new. These look
New.
newer,
Okay.
but not like overly new. They
Sure.
look
They're
50,
old,
60
yeah.
years, but
Not that old though.
Do we have some
Got
sort of religious cult going on here?
Certainly isn't Anglican.
Is this the end of the tunnel? Like, does it end here, or does it keep going beyond the statues?
going by how long you've been walking, you feel like you must have reached.
Church.
There are two thinner tunnels, and then there's the other tunnel going straight ahead. We can say that Uxbridge, because he's kind of just gone around all these statues because he's a. Uxbridge, you will see that in front of you, there seems to be like a tiny ladder that goes up a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like there's a ladder going up here, guys.
See where it goes. See if it goes
That's
into
Yeah,
the
the
yeah.
church.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll proceed as long as the ladder seems sturdy and secure. I will proceed up the ladder with my flashlight and glove.
Okay. Yeah, Uxbridge. Yeah, you get up there. You actually manage to open like a little hatch, and it brings you into a very like. As soon as you open it, like water just drips onto you. Like a lot of water comes down.
All right, I try to lean to the side so I don't get drenched.
Yeah, you'll get a bit of water down you, but you'll be fine enough to continue. And you're now in a very damp wine cellar.
Does this look like it's the church?
Well, do me an education roll or an intelligence roll.
Sure.
Maybe
Hey, there we
it's
go.
Fogel's Vicarage.
where they store the
Okay.
church wine.
So, what the others don't know is that some earlier I asked you to roll an intelligence roll because you and Braley both did scouts of the church on the first night. So, one thing that you realize is to the church there used to be a wine cellar and it used to get flooded quite a bit. There was like a grate.
Yeah.
But where that used to be, it was filled in. The vicar wanted it filled in because he wanted to move the wine because he didn't think it should be under there.
Okay.
So And as you're walking around here, you see the steps that go up to, and you even see the grates, but it's filled in.
Okay. So I yell this down to everyone else down there.
What do you mean it's filled in? Is there a way you can get into the church?
So can I take that
Well,
baton and hit up? Is it just like an inch of it?
Well, from here, you know that this way leads, like if you went out here, it would bring you basically right as you came up. To your left would be the front doors outside. You'd be outside.
Oh.
And you know from walking that the stone, they replaced it with like church stone, but newer, because they couldn't get the old stone. So it's properly.
All right. So it's not like the person could have gotten through this way.
Right.
There could still be more in the tunnel.
Yeah, there might be other points.
We're right near the church.
Yeah. So it might be maybe check out some of these side passages.
Well, there's still the one that continues straight forward.
Yeah.
Given that we have, if we're not talking about a suicide, and there's plentiful reason to think that there's some kind of foul play, if not fully murder, then an escape tunnel is the only real explanation for how somebody could have pushed him and gotten out without being seen.
Yeah. I'm very curious as to what Dr. Young knows about those books.
I am too. And then Vogel going over to Samantha Gray. What is?
So I'll continue to check that entire room while they're down there checking the statues, just to make sure I don't miss anything.
Yeah, it seems like they hadn't brought up all the wine, so there's still some wine down here. There's still like cases, and you see bits of the slime as well. Yeah.
That's disturbing. Does the slime go near the stairs going up to the sealed point?
Sorry, can you repeat that, Expert?
I'm just trying to see if does the slime lead anywhere? Like, for instance, does it go up the stairs, or does it go into a crack in the corner? Or?
Again, it just seems to be dotted around. Like maybe it doesn't seem to lead anywhere particularly. Obviously, there's the ladder that goes down, so there's a bit near there. And
got it.
Have there been any footprints visible in the tunnel so far? In muck or in slime or?
Really, do me a spot hidden.
43 is a regular success. I can make it a hard with 6 luck points. It's going to be. If a hard is necessary.
Okay. Yeah, you will actually see there are footprints, but the toes look like they're webbed. So webbed footprints.
So like a big frog?
Kind of, but
the handprints look like human handprints, right?
Yeah.
But these, maybe they're scuba. Could it be like scuba gear feet?
No.
No, they have toes.
Yeah, because how the foot is shaped, it looks human at the back, and then you got the webbed toes at the.
All right, we'll be taking pictures of these wherever I can find them. I obviously point them out. Watch where you step. I think we should capture as many of these as we can, because that's either we've got a. Never mind. I have no theories.
Hey, you can be born with that. Like, it's a birth defect, isn't it?
Right. It could be somebody with a mutation, but
very large. This looks like an animal.
Right, and this isn't the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like, we don't have a
Let's hope it's not Das Teufelnagatier, the giant killer rat thing.
Can we not bring up myths about giant killer rats while we're in a slimy tunnel under a medieval church?
I mean, we're also really close to the river, so maybe something came out of the river.
Transient. I'm just curious to see where this all comes out. So
all four of you, because they'll expect that. Do me a listen roll.
40 is exactly 40.
Okay.
I'm successful with 21, regular.
50 out of 60. Successful.
Okay, so if you succeed, you start to hear a noise, so weird, like not just one, like several, and it's like a croak, a ribbit, but then it's like a half ribbit, half scream kind of thing.
Where is it coming from?
Around like the small gaps, but
Does the scream sound like the scream that the constable and I heard just before?
No,
No.
they're different.
Does it sound like a small creature or a large creature?
Large-ish, because there's multiple of them. But
Big
the
lump.
ribbit and the screams kind of mesh together, like it. But they're coming from different directions.
Are
You checked out firearms, right, detectives?
Yes.
How bad do you think the likelihood of ricochet is in this circular tunnel?
I don't know, but should we try to kind of hide behind the big statues?
What
so you're hearing this too?
I don't know, whatever the hell is coming down that tunnel.
Wait, what are you hearing?
Oh, you
I didn't
can't hear
anything.
this?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Well, it sounds like frogs or something.
Yeah.
They're hiding
Like,
from frogs.
Yeah, do you know? Yeah, they sound. They don't. I mean, you see these footprints? They sound like these frogs.
Oh.
yeah. They sound like there's big lungs behind those sounds they're making.
So it's like coming toward us?
Detective
or it's just...
Gastro, come in. Detective Gastro.
Detective Gastrel's here.
This is like really it takes them a while. There's a lot of delay. There's been an incident. There's blood. Body.
Spit it out, man.
We need you here ASAP.
Where?
I forgot the name of the fucking street. Fenside Road, 32.
Shit, that's Samantha's house.
We'll get there as soon as we can, but we are at the moment surrounded by fish people. I mean, frog people.
There goes your promotion. Uxbridge, can we get out here, or do we have to go back up the tunnel? We've got an emergency.
No, I think we're gonna have to go back. It's all sealed up here.
All right, let's hustle out.
Yeah, I don't want to meet these frog things anyway. Let's go.
All right.
Gastro, did you see my message? Reply to you. Okay, so are the four of you sticking around, or are you?
I'm leaving.
Oh, I'd love to stick around, but gotta go where duty calls.
Okay.
Go ahead, detectives.
Perhaps Uxbridge and Brierley can continue exploring this area. Gastrel,
Oh,
if you
okay.
think we should go ahead.
All right, we're at your call, so we will continue here then.
Yeah, see what you can find. See where else these tunnels lead to. Maybe see if we can paint a picture of how our potential murderer got away.
Sure,
Okay.
I'll try to get pictures of all these statues before we move on.
Oh, are we leaving them down here by themselves?
Oh yeah, it's just some frogs, some big frogs. Nothing to worry about here.
They don't have guns?
No,
The
look at
frogs?
others, though. I mean, if the frogs have teeth. Frogs that have teeth,
I don't know
right?
what you all are worried. If it is just frogs, I am quite sure you'll be fine.
They sound like big frogs, but even if they're big frogs, they're just
Well,
frogs.
And isn't that whole thing that frogs make loud noises, like for their size?
Yeah, and they're echoing in the hallways. We'll be fine.
If you're concerned for your safety, please, by all means, come with us. If
Thank
you're
you,
not,
Detective.
I say
appreciate it.
continue on.
No, I think, yeah, I'm very curious to hear what's happened with Samantha.
Are you
Gray.
coming then? Are you coming with us?
No, I'm here. You
Okay.
should go and get the news back to us.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay, Taylor and Gastrel, as your you two are the only one to
Yes.
clarify. You two are the only one going. Can you guys do me dex rolls as you're going that way?
Regular success.
Oh, I didn't pass.
Okay, Taylor, you are going ahead, and Gastrel, you're going ahead as well, but just briefly. And when you look, there's nothing there. Briefly, like you feel a weird hand touch you, and just very briefly. And then when you look, there's nothing there, but your skin is burning.
Ah. Is it like burning in a hand pattern?
Yeah, in like a webbed hand pattern.
Ah, I got something on me, but I'm going to keep running.
Okay, yeah. You two get up there.
wrong?
You two get up there.
I don't know. I got something on me, but it burns. I'm going to go to the sink and try to wash
More of that
it
slime?
off.
Maybe more of that slime. Yeah, wash it off.
Yeah, you can wash it off, and once you wash off the slime, there seems to be a little bit of the handprint staying, but you think it should like disappear after a while. And in the sink there's this slime now as well.
I don't know what's going on. Well, we need to get there ASAP. So.
Yeah.
The two officers are still at the entrance. The two other officers are still at the entrance.
Should we send them after Uxbridge and Burley?
Yeah, have
Provide
them
some
go
kind of backup?
assist.
Yeah,
Have them go
yeah.
assist.
You two go assist the sergeant and the constable, please. Straight through. You'll find them.
Yeah, we'll do. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. There you go on. So, Gastrel and Taylor, you guys are darting straight to the scene. From here, as long as traffic's not bad, driving, because your cars are nearby, 10-15 minutes, depending on traffic driving. Okay. Because you guys can go across the sluice bridge, you can go the back way and then round. So you
Right.
You guys technically have got the quicker routes. So yeah, you guys go on ahead, back down the tunnel to Uxbridge and Burley briefly. What are you two doing?
Michael, get a little closer to the winged woman, just and smile. All right, stay. Perfect. Good. Oh, that's going to be a good one. Yeah, this will be good to see size and everything.
Scale, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, how are the echoing sounds?
Yeah, they're still around.
Right.
They're still around.
So we should try to be systematic about checking out these smaller side tunnels. Maybe one of us should go into the one that's opposite the vicarage where we came in, and then go like counterclockwise, and everyone should go clockwise so we can cover them.
Yeah, I agree. That sounds like a good plan.
I've been going left, so I'll take the end and then start going counterclockwise.
All right. Should I stay at the entrance of the tunnel you're going in to clear before moving on, just for
I suppose we could do the first one that way just to see if there's any danger, but I suspect that we're going to find a lot of rubble and some slime and not a lot else.
Yeah,
if there's one stairwell that's intact on one of these side things, I'd be really surprised, but I don't think we're going to find any.
Perfect. And how are you feeling? Are you still feeling up to this?
Yeah, I feel like nothing happened.
Oh, good. Good.
I feel kind of jittery because this is all fucking nuts.
Yeah, that loud riveting is disturbing.
Yeah, I mean, again, frogs and birds make super loud sounds, although they did start kind of abruptly, but we're down by the waterfront. I don't know. No, the fact that there's a bunch of creepy pagan German bird statues underneath the stump. That's weird. And now we've got more violence on ground up top. So anyway, let's see if we can get this over with and get up into the fresh air.
All right, excellent. All right, so I'll secure the base while you head down the first one.
First tunnel.
Yeah, it seems all clear to you, really. That first tunnel, you look, they do go, but how it seems is they might connect to some of the other like branches and stuff. But where you're checking now, it seems fine. As you said, there's a little bit of rubble as well. But yes, so some of these tunnels seem to go like all the way into town. You know, there's a lot of like old buildings.
Somebody's going to make a radio might work down here between us. So if we don't have to fill these all in with concrete, somebody's going to have a very lucrative tourist industry with these medieval tunnels underneath town. They're kind of fascinating.
Oh yeah,
nothing so far.
All right, good.
Okay.
And that's the plan indefinitely. Maybe we'll take turns going in.
Yeah. You secure the base of the next one, I'll go down and we'll just...
Okay, so if we're doing it like methodically, would you do the one opposite that one and work your way like...
Maybe we'll just, if we're both going to take each one, we'll go just clockwise all the way.
Yeah, we'll go clockwise.
All right. Okay. Okay, yeah. So you're taking turns, one will keep a base, one, and you will take it in turns like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And we go 100 feet. So we go, past where the church entrance, any church entrance can be, verify that there's no way to get to the church that direction and come back out.
Yeah. Just by doing this, you see again a lot of these like thinner tunnels seem to go far like out, and the only ones that seem to lead to a dead end are ones that you think would lead to the river. There seems to be like rubble in the way.
Okay.
Did we end up getting 2 officers down here to back us up that we don't know about but might have come down?
No one meets you guys. But obviously you don't know they're sent unless they radioed ahead to you guys that they were sending them. But
yeah, we're just we're just trying to disprove the theory that the murderer escaped from the church into these tunnels.
Okay.
And then we'll leave the extensive mapping for some future spelunkers.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot to cover that could take you guys days if you really wanted to, but we'll keep it in the church area because some of these smaller tunnels can lead off that. So I'll come back to you guys shortly. So back, just to say to them, you guys reach the church. Not the church, the house on Fenside Road. You're there. There's 4 police cars here. Yeah. And there's an ambulance.
Let's get a situation.
First responder is there, and he's like, all right, so as you said, we got here, and instantly the door was ajar, and we went in, and there was like a trail of blood, and we followed it into the kitchen. She was dead.
What about
the curate and Vogel?
Someone was following him.
No sign. We lost him. Hey, there's a lot of roads down.
We'll put out an APB.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we would do, don't worry.
How was she killed? Do we have any assessment on that? Just first glance.
Come look for yourself.
Oh, boy. We'll have a look.
Yeah, as you guys get closer, there's like a couple of officers. One's throwing up in a corner.
Pull yourself together, man.
Holding back.
Rookie.
Okay. So you guys get there and you see the body. They haven't like covered it or anything. It's still there. And her whole stomach and chest is splayed out.
Jesus.
How did you do this?
Her arms are splayed out. There's all the same slime you've been seeing is all in there, and it seems to be melting her bones in front of you guys. And her eyes are gone. They don't look like they've been taken. They look like they've been melted.
On Earth? What? Gashel, you washed that stuff off of you, didn't you?
I did my best. I hope so.
Do we need to make a sanity roll for that?
Yeah. I was going to see if you guys were going to like say anything else.
Yeah, I passed.
Okay.
I got a 15.
I did not pass.
Okay, if you passed, take 1, and if you failed, 1d4.
I am beginning to formulate a ridiculous theory.
Well, let's hear it. Doesn't
What
matter how
if-
ridiculous it is. Let's hear it.
What if these Frau Garden people what if they're not entirely like the rest of us?
Like some kind of inbreeding or something like that?
Like, yeah, some sort of bizarre mutation or aberration, and that they've kept that a secret, and that Father, the vicar, was keeping it a secret, and Vogel was keeping it a secret, but somehow it was going to be exposed with those books, because Vogel's now a murderer.
Hold that thought, Frank. We should get a police officer down to the hospital that, or no, where Paul Young lives. He said he was going home.
Yes.
We should get
Oh,
a
yeah.
police officer out there.
Sleaford Road. He lives at 43 Sleaford Road, which is like
Yeah, I'm just gonna
a 2-minute drive.
gesture. You. I need you to go down
A little
that
side
address.
note.
Go.
It's the house right opposite me in real life.
Oh.
little side note.
Yeah, send
Yeah.
a patrol down there. And I
Get him there
I need
now.
some
He may be in
investigation.
danger. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, they'll send off the first responder. He just go. We haven't done, because of the officers here, and we're waiting on backup. We haven't done like a proper search of the
Right.
the
Right.
house.
Yeah,
Oh.
we should.
Yeah, get to it.
This almost looks ritualistic. Is this like
Revenge.
revenge?
Of
What was the name
revenge.
of that town? What's the name of the town that he's from?
Frugal.
Fryhouse Garden.
Oh,
Fry
okay,
House
never mind. I
Garden.
thought it was Frau. I was like, doesn't that mean woman? Maybe it has something to do with that. Never mind.
Fryhouse Garden.
Okay. Yeah, let's go in. I don't want to look at this anymore. Let's go inside.
I'm curious to look it
is
up
there
on a
way to-
map and see if
Yes.
it's on a waterfront.
Yeah, maybe look it up on your phone, Frank. See what it says. Is there any way to tell what? I'm assuming we can. I don't have much medicine. Does this look like someone's a knife or a?
You
sharp
have
and sharp object?
forensics. You
I do
should all have forensics.
Yes. I actually would like to determine that if I can.
Fryhouse Garden.
I'll
Yes,
spin the
for a
luck
house
and make it
garden.
a regular success.
Is it a real
So,
place or?
It's so you look it up, and it kind of, there's like little lakes around, but there's not a river around it. There's a mountain.
There's water
It's got a
around it.
luxurious mountain.
There's the mountain.
Which is what they're protecting from. All right.
And this is in Germany, yes?
Yeah, in Germany, yes. So Taylor, did you pass your?
I did. A regular success.
Okay, so no, this doesn't look like it was done with a knife. It doesn't, because again, going by the time this seems like any normal person, this would take a while, like
Yeah, sure.
because everything's
so quick.
laid out. And
Does it look like this?
Like something tore or open.
teared, and
And is it the stomach area that's torn open, or
It's
is it
the whole stomach and chest all ripped?
how about her womb? Is that
It's
also torn open?
Yeah, not fully torn open, but it's melting. Everything inside is slowly melting when the slime.
Is there any indication that she was pregnant?
Taylor, what role did you get? What was it? A
It
regular?
was dead on the nose, just a regular
Okay.
success.
Gasper, if you want to do a forensics.
I actually got a 25. Well, I just did medicine. Got a 25 out of 30. What's my forensics? Well, I got a 25, so that's a hard forensics.
Okay, so yeah, you going by how it is, she was pregnant.
Fuck. Pregnant with the vicar's kid.
Well, what if Vogel, if she's a prostitute, could be anybody. It could be Vogel's.
It could be, but
If
I have
he's
a feeling that
lurking
it
around
has
the
to do with this.
docks.
I don't know what kind of danger our guys might be in down in that sewer.
Yeah, I don't like that. Surely we're not gonna be able to radio them, but
Yeah.
phone. Yeah, can we give them a call?
We'll try to get through and say, "Get out of the cellar now!"
So you're raiding through to them, yeah?
Yes.
Before you guys do that, do me a listen roll.
60.
No.
What's my listen? No.
It's a 91.
Okay, no, okay. Yeah, you guys radio ahead. And the officers check upstairs and all that, and they come back out. There's no sign of anyone here. And we got a radio in saying the vicar's car was found just right at the far end of Sleaford Road, and
Dr.
the
Young's
curate's
no
not
one-
there.
No one's in the house I sent you to?
This is the first responder speaking to
sorry,
you. He's
sorry.
radioed in. They will radio and saying, yeah, we've got the doctor here. He seems a bit puzzled. He was expecting you, Detective Taylor.
Tell him we suspect that he might be in danger. That's why we sent you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where do they find the car?
Right at the far end. So Sleaford Road's a very long road. To walk the whole of it takes like 25-30 minutes to walk the whole. So right at the other far end.
All right. APP on him. So that if
There's
any
not
police...
a body of water at the other end of it, is there? Like
a
river or something?
Not where they found the car. There is across the road, but it's a very tight. It's not even could be a river. It's like a tiny bit of water.
Stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
I still think we need to radio Uxbridge and Brearley.
Yes.
Okay.
This is concerning.
Well, yeah, I thought I called them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Uxbridge and Brearley, you find yourselves back in. You've done all of this, but there was one area that seemed to catch both of your attention that you think could have, because again, you got to this smaller room that one of them led to, and above it, you think it could lead where you are. You're unsure, but maybe at the far end of the church, and there seems like there could be something there that could be pushed up.
Oh, let's investigate. This is what we're here for.
Okay.
Does the way up seem stable or old and rotten?
Well, there's no ladder to it, so and it's quite a few feet up. So you'd both one of you would have to almost leg up, but you don't know how heavy it would be because it doesn't look wooden.
I'm relatively strong. I'm decent size too. Who's the bigger?
I'm exactly mid-sized and of middle strength. Although I have a fair amount of, I'm hearty.
Okay.
But if you're bigger than most,
I'm a little bit bigger.
Then we can use the wall to help me get up on your shoulder, and then I'll
Okay.
give it a test.
Yeah, certainly. Okay, here, I'll help you up then.
Is there something in our utility belt that would act like a, like a large screwdriver or a small crowbar or something that I could try to lever at this?
Yeah, I would say between you were coming down, you were
Cool.
coming here. Like I could say you have a crowbar on you.
Right, that's fair. And the ceiling of this dead end where we're prying, is it a piece of stone or metal or?
It's like a thinner piece of stone, but it's not.
All right. So should I strength?
Yeah, strength, please.
Can't budget. 85 for 50, and
you find yourself bending the crowbar a little bit.
No.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's something on top of this. What I have the impression, shining a flashlight around it, looking for weak place, that this has moved in the last week, let alone 24 hours.
Maybe a few. You reckon it could be a few days since it was moved, but you can't really tell. But this small area doesn't really have much slime around, and it's not dusty or anything in this.
I can't really get a lot of purchase up on your shoulders.
Here, maybe give me a try. I've done this.
Yeah, all right. I'll boost you up.
All right. That's strength as well.
Yeah, I'll have a strength.
11.
Okay.
Out of 65.
Okay. As you succeeded, I now need
Stream.
a luck roll from Briley as he is holding you up.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Damn it.
Oh no. Oh no.
78 for 60.
Uh,
You can't spend luck for luck.
Uxbridge, you managed to get a bit of leeway that you can kind of see up, but Briley just like drops you.
can I do a combined dex luck to see if I can catch myself and pull up?
Yeah, why not? Yes, do it. Why not? Let's see. You're already up there and you had a bit of leeway, so
Okay.
you'd have time to react to him
All right.
falling.
I fail both.
Yeah,
So
you
land on me, I guess.
yeah.
Ah.
And
Yep.
then radio. And then you hear a radio call from Gastron.
Oh, sitting back up.
Are you guys-
Uxbridge here.
Are you still in there?
Oh yeah, we think we found a way up
All right.
from one of the passages.
I think it's best if you get out of there now.
Yeah, did the backup arrive?
What backup? No, we haven't. It's just been Michael and myself.
Okay, you need to get out of there.
Okay. Roger
Is
that.
there
Over at
something we should know?
Just that you might be in danger.
Yeah, we
Oh my-
sent backup.
Okay.
Oh my. Okay, we're out of here. Where do we meet up with you?
Outside the church.
Oh,
Yeah,
Roger
outside
that.
the church. Fine.
On our way. All right, Michael. Let's get out of here.
Ow. Yeah.
You okay? Oh, here.
Yeah. Thanks. Man. All right. Good thing
Are
there's
the-
less slime here.
Is the ribbiting, the frog noises kind of going away, or are they still there?
They're still there, but how it's been Uxbridge is it kind of just been not circling you because they can't exactly circle you, but it's always been around you, but they haven't come towards you.
Probably something that is a nocturnal and disturbed by our presence down here.
Yeah.
And so it's bleeding an alarm or whatever while we
All right, so let's
make
double
noise.
time it. They
All
think
right.
we're in danger, so we're double timing.
Back we go.
Okay, so can you both do me a dex roll for me?
Oh, sure, nothing can go wrong here. Ha! Yes.
Oh, 06. That's what I needed when I was on top of him.
Yeah. 35 out of 55.
Okay, so yeah, Briley and Uxbridge, you guys are running, and as you guys are running towards, do me a spot hidden.
Ah, success. A success. Yeah, 49 out of 65, a standard pass.
Okay. Okay, so bear with me. So, Uxbridge, you are rushing. You are rushing, and out of the corner of your eye, you notice something weird about the wall. Weird. You notice something weird to the side, and in between two of the gaps opposite each other, you see two bodies either side. They're in police uniform. They're heavily burned with this acid burns almost.
Oh my God! Stop. Point this out immediately to Constable Burley. Flash my flashlight on it.
Yep. And just that, we will have a quick bathroom break.
2 minutes later.
So, Uxbridge, remind me what you were doing again. Sorry.
Oh my God, Michael, look at this! And I just pull up my flashlight and shine it right at the first officer that I see disfigured.
As you say that, you realize Briley's not behind you.
Burley? I turn the flashlight and look back down the hallway.
No, he's not there.
Burley, where are you? Are you okay? Did I hear anything slip or?
No, you didn't hear any. You didn't hear anything, and you've got the two bodies here that kind of startled you briefly, but
This Police Sergeant Uxbridge to Constable Burley. Are you there? Burley, over. Constable Burley, are you there? Over.
You're muted, Burley.
I'll just be a minute. I'm behind you. Just hang on.
Oh, Roger that. There's I found it looks like two police officers mutilated here. Be careful getting here.
Okay, I'll follow you with taser out. I guess their warning was timely. Okay, let's move up.
Roger that. Okay, so how close am I to the exit point?
Oh, pretty close. No, but
Okay.
you're like 30, 40 seconds away.
Right.
This is like the first.
So I flash the flashlight in the direction of that there. Does it look all clear?
Yeah, it looks so clear. And you can just about see at the entrance to Daxons are at the top.
Are they freaking out, or are they just sort of there?
Yeah, they're freaking out a little bit.
Okay, so before heading out slowly, because I want to wait up for Burley, I take a closer look at these two mutilated officers. I mean, I'm not going to touch them. Does it look like it's that slimy stuff all over them?
Yeah. A lot of slimy.
And are they like dead, like beyond a doubt dead, or?
Yeah, they're like covering the whole thing. You were unsure, but now like properly looking, their tendons are like attached to the walls by.
Oh, Jesus Christ! So this is like a sanity check, I guess.
Yeah. Now that you're really looking.
Okay. Hey, there we go. 16.
A 1d4.
I didn't like them anyway. Okay. 1d4.
A 1d4.
1d4. Oops, cock die. There. Oh, and it's a 1. Wow, I really didn't care for them too much, I guess.
They're just people you saw at the pub every so often. Yeah, you don't.
God, this is okay. So I make it. I go from that position to like halfway to the exit, and I turn around. And I flash my flashlight back for Burley.
Okay. As you do that, going back to Gastrel and Taylor, upstairs, blah blah blah. What are you two doing now? You were still at the house at this moment. You are
Right.
back in time a little bit, but
I would like to go. I wonder if Dr. Young knows anything about all of this, or can at least help tie it all together. I know that Vogel is obviously wanted at this point.
Why
What do
don't you go talk to the doctor, and I'll go back to the house and make sure that Braley and Umbridge are okay.
Okay, let's do that.
Keep them apprised of the situation.
Okay. So Taylor, you're going to the doctor. There'll be a few police officers there anyway. There'll be a couple there anyway. Gastrel, you're going back to the house.
Correct.
Just as a brief intersection, as we go back, Uxbridge, as you look back, all of a sudden, the whole tunnel goes dark. Very dark. And then it goes red. Very red. And the tunnel starts to shake and you find yourself stumbling back.
Oh, fuck this. I start backing up to the exit.
And then it just goes back to normal. But something feels off. Like you don't stumble back and do any damage or anything. You just, and the dogs are going crazy up the top.
Braley, hurry it up. Braley, get a move on.
Your radio is muted, Braley. This is Officer Cohen from the dead.
You'll probably be safer in the vicarage. I have to clean some things up back here. I'll be out soon. Don't worry about a thing. Embrace it.
Uxbridge, do me a psychology roll.
So yeah, embrace it. 48, I made it.
Yeah, so something really isn't right here. You've known Briley for a while, and you can see down there. And if he was really what is he doing back there? What?
Yeah,
you are.
Yeah. This isn't right. So I call up the passage up. Is there anybody up there? Beyond the dogs, trying to shout over the dogs.
No, Gastrel will be there.
Right,
don't know, but he'll be there in like 5 minutes or so. But
okay.
no.
Now I got to go back for my partner. If this doesn't seem right, but he needs to get out, and he wasn't feeling well earlier. So, okay, all right, Braley, I'm coming in for you just to help you out. Let's get out of here. Let's hurry it up. Whatever you're cleaning up, this can wait. The detectives are calling us. So I'll start going down the hallway with my flashlight towards the two corroded.
As you start going down, there is another quake that rocks you. And in front of you, this green figure is like crawling. This giant green figure is crawling towards you, and it literally lunges at you and disappears.
It disappears?
Yeah, disappears. It was like a large green woman.
Oh dear God. That's sanity. Wow, God, I made it. 21. I'm like, I just yell loudly, Braley, get up here now.
Okay. Okay, so segueing back, we will go to Taylor first. The doctors.
Right. All right. So I'll pull up to his house. You said there's still the police officers there, and I apologize for the delay. I know I said I'd meet you here. We've had some other incidents, and then we had a serious concern for your safety. So I hope you understand us sending out a couple of patrol cars out here.
Serious concern for my safety?
Yes. Is that funny?
Who would want to harm me? Jesus Christ.
Do you know a James Vogel?
Oh, that creep. Yes, I do.
What does that mean? He's a creep and is he bothering you?
No, he's just one of the old folk.
The old folk?
I should explain. We're our family. All three of our families come from the same.
Right. I'll name the town. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, Freihausgarten. Yes. I'm going to be frank with you. Just I'm
Yes, please do.
on the same wavelength. My family's real name was Zimmerman.
Okay.
We changed our name, last name for reasons. You can kind of get away with a couple of German last names, but we just wanted to
Right, of course.
hide our identities a little bit. Yes, we're from the same, and his side of the family believed too much in the old ways and not embracing the new.
Could you elaborate on that? The old ways. What does that mean, the old ways?
I don't think you will understand.
Well, sorry, his last name's Young, right? Before I start.
Yep.
Yes, Dr. Young. We've done a little digging into Father Hartman and his past, and what you say wouldn't surprise me. How about that? Give it a shot.
Do me a persuade or something like that.
Sure.
I feel like this will be more persuade than anything.
That's fair. Yeah. Oh, let's see if I can do that. Yes, a hard success.
Okay. Well, if you're sure. So our family, our little community, so hundreds of years ago, and by then our families had moved over here. So after that, our families had slowly moved over here way before I was born. And yes, our town used to think there was something under our mountain, and the things were defending it. They did as the thing said, but they didn't want the thing to escape. It's all of it delusional.
Little vulture statues, right?
Yes.
I see. Is there some significance to like them being vultures?
The reference to the Vian, they're meant to be great creatures that defend. I say defend, but they're not really defending because they're used to keep him in, or it in, whatever they refer to the darkness as.
And what is the darkness?
It's what they refer to it as.
Could you describe what it is then?
No, because it's a load of bollocks.
Well, is there... I can understand that. Is there at least like a myth that describes it?
A eye.
I see. So you said Vogel and his family were more about the old ways, and was Father Hartman's family more about the new ways as well?
Oh, Father Hartman, he wanted to stop everything. He didn't agree with those ways, and our families, when they moved over here, tried to bring a little bit of our home here, just to make it a bit more homely, and he wanted to get rid of it all, or at least prevent it all.
And how do you feel about that?
He can do whatever he wants. He can't stop the new way.
And what is the new way?
He just smiles and laughs a bit, and Do you want a cup of tea?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Does the name Samantha Gray mean anything to you?
Bear with me just a second. And he stands up. And he leaves the room. And a couple of minutes go, and he hasn't come back.
Dr. Young? I'm gonna get up and start moving in the direction he was heading.
Are you still shouting his name? Like,
yes, Dr. Young. Dr. Young?
oh yes, I'm down in the basement. Yes. I have some information on Samantha down here. My office is down here. I do apologize.
Right. I'm going to gesture for another one of the police officers to come with me.
Yeah.
And let's see, we have phones. I'm going to text Frank, like, what's going on real quick.
Okay.
Like, I'm not going to write a novel, but just like something's going on with Dr. Young, suspicious. And with myself and the other police officer, we'll go down to the basement.
Okay.
I'll have my taser. No, I have a gun. I'll have my gun drawn.
Okay, I should go down there. Do me a spot hidden.
Ooh, that's a fail.
Okay. Yeah, you go down there, and what's all this? Dr. Young's there, and he's playing golf. He's got a golf club, and he's just golf balls are going into a wall and just dropping down.
Dr. Young, I came here to interview you, and you just walk away in the middle of us talking. If you didn't want me here, you could have asked me to leave.
True, but then I wouldn't have got you down here, would I?
What is it you want me down here for?
To show you.
Well, here I am.
Because it's already underway.
What's underway?
The darkness has already consumed someone that is completing the task for me, and I don't even need your help like I was intending to.
What are you talking about? What's happened to Samantha Gray?
That's Vogel's fault, but the idiot. Anyway, let me show you. And he goes to the desk, and there's another one of his statues there, just a smaller one, like what you saw, and he puts it on the ground, and he says, well, this is what someone is doing right now, and he just smashes it with the golf club.
Wait, why did you smash it?
I'm just showing you what's happening right now.
Okay. Well, it has been a pleasure talking with you, Dr. Young. I think I will take my leave here. I hope you have an excellent afternoon.
Oh, I will.
Get the hell out of here! Like talking to the police officer.
Yeah, he just stares at you, and he's got his golf club round.
All right.
He's kind of resting it around his shoulders, and he's like, "Yeah."
Great. I'm gonna go out to the lawn, and I'm calling Frank. And
okay.
Yeah.
By then, Frank will just be turning up to the vicarage.
Sure.
Like you'll be right outside. So, and then you'll get a call from Rebecca.
Officers, are you here? Oh, Rebecca, what's up?
Yeah, Dr. Young and Vogel had something to do with Samantha Gray's death. And he is in his house implying that those little statues are being destroyed. If we're going in with this whole, like, buying into this crazy theory, perhaps they're destroying something that's keeping the town protected. Have you heard from Uxbridge and Brearley? Are they still down there?
No, I think they're still down there. I'm going for them right now. To be smashing the statues. I'll get back to you.
Okay.
So I'm going to go inside. Boys, are you here? I go down the stairs into the basement.
Yeah. Uxbridge, you're still like
with my gun.
You're still within earshot because a lot of this has been taking time, so you're still within earshot of
Will, Michael.
Detective Gastrel. Something's gone wrong. Braley's not coming up.
Come up, Uxbridge, come up.
Okay, there's two of the officers that came down here have been murdered.
Yeah.
Their bodies are strung up.
Come
All
up.
right, so
Come up.
I'll go back to the base of so I can look straight up into the hole.
Okay. Come up.
All right. Okay, so I climb up. Okay.
You said Burley is still down there?
Yeah, Burley's still down there. He's not responding well. He doesn't sound like himself. Two other officers, they're just not there, maybe 20, 30 feet down the hallway there. They're strung up, they're melted, they're disfigured horribly. I don't know what did it to them. Something's horrible going on down there.
There's a lot of weird stuff going on. Rebecca should be here in a minute.
Oh, I'm calling for backup. This is so I'll call. I'm reporting this in. There's two downed officers. I relay the address.
Taylor will hear this on the radio.
Officer down. Officer down. Come quick. Officer down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. When you say that, like there's a massive response. Like, say officer down, and most officers will literally drop everything they're doing and come
running.
So yeah, as before, we'll go to Taylor briefly.
Yeah.
Right. I want Dr. Young held for questioning. I don't want him going anywhere. And with that call of officer down, I'll leave the officers that were here to handle that. Tell them, bring him to the station, whatever, and then I'm gonna drive to the scene.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. You'll be on your way, and you'll get there 5-10 minutes.
Right. I'm saying over radio or whatever. I'm also concerned about the statues that are in the attic in relation to all of this. We have the statues in the attic. We have the statues in the tunnels. I don't know which one we need to be concerned about.
I didn't think of the ones in the church. Maybe those need to be protected too, or protected.
I don't understand. He was smashing the statue and saying, "This is what's happening right now." Did I hear Uxbridge say something about Brearley was in trouble?
Burley is still down there. Won't come up.
He's been acting really weird. I don't know if that all ties into it.
Well, we're going to go down there as soon as you get here.
All right. Drive fast, get there as soon as I can.
Okay. So, going very brief. So, Gastrel, Uxbridge, are you both like heading down? Yeah.
I'm waiting for Taylor.
You're waiting for Taylor. Uxbridge, are you waiting with?
Yeah, he's waiting.
Yeah, I have. I'm reporting to Detective Gastrel.
Okay.
I want to go down and rescue my partner, but
so again, there is another one of these earthquakes, and Gastrel, you now feel it, and this time, two giant wings come from the tunnel.
Jeez.
Darting towards you guys.
I fire right into it. Bang, bang.
Just straight through.
My taser gun out.
Go straight through, and the wings come towards you, and briefly you feel blinded. Just briefly.
I taser it.
What's that? That's me.
Okay. Meanwhile, down the tunnel with Brearley. Okay, that. So Brearley, you are there. You are with the two statues, should I say? And all of a sudden, coming from one of the directions, you just hear, "Stop! Stop! No, this isn't how it's meant to be."
Who's there?
And you see the curate, Vogel. He is there. It's like, no, you were not meant to. No, you were meant to praise him, not free it. And he's got a knife in his hand.
Well, I'll go around to the back of the black light raven or vulture and draw my taser. I don't answer to you, Fogel. I hear you're a murderer.
You can't free the darkness. You can obey the darkness, but not like this. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing.
I don't take orders from you. I have been embraced. You should embrace it.
Oh, I have, but not in the same way. And he's gonna like try to lunge for you. Obviously, you're behind the statue, but he's gonna come for you.
Fair enough. So is I should counterattack with taser
Yeah.
rather than dodge.
He's auto got a disadvantage because of your behind.
I've rolled a 2.
Yeah, I can't do it. I think. Yeah, you straight up tase. Because I got such a shocking fail. I'm not. You just tase. He comes at you. He's like, "No, you can't do this." You tase him like wherever you want, and he just drops down. He's not dead, obviously, but he's just stunned and he's on the ground.
Yeah, that's all. Now you're still alive, so you can witness it. You brought it. Yeah, you brought it here. Just embrace it.
Okay.
It hurt at first. It did. It hurt at first.
Yeah, really, this will be you're really starting to embrace what you are. You then, to fully embrace it, you just take off your shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And to you, you're now looking and you're almost transparent underneath this shirt. You can see your organs. And you start to see that your blood is becoming this green slime slowly.
Much, much bigger and part of something bigger than I ever was before.
And yeah, you feel accepted. You thought you felt accepted at the police station, but you feel right in there.
For once, it's me who's doing it. It's not. I'm not watching somebody else. It's all me.
And you can do me another roll, but it won't be for just right now. There'll be a little delay. But during this, Taylor, you managed to bypass. You are there. You are with Gaston.
Yes.
No, we need to get.
Where's Burley?
He's down there. He sounds like he's in trouble. He needs help. There's 2 officers down. I think maybe it was those 2 you said you sent down. They're horribly disfigured. We've got to go down there and save Burley.
Let's go. Come on.
All right, let me go first. I've got the gun. Or you got a gun too.
I've got a gun too.
Okay. All right. I don't know how to hold a gun.
Be vigilant. I don't even know what is going on. Everyone be on guard.
All right. So we're going down.
Okay, you're going down. Really, obviously, yes to that. Can you do me? Can you just roll me a roll and send me the thing? Just segue as you go. Oh, okay. So yeah, you 3 are going down. You 3 are going down, and all of a sudden, it goes dark down here, just briefly. And then you guys get quite a bit way down, and then the light comes, and in front of all 3 of you are 2 disgusting toad-like humans. Their bodies are almost transparent. You see its pulsating innards. They're only covered by a very thin layer of leathery skin. They have like hind legs and webbed feet.
Dear God, what is
And you
it?
see this giant tongue dripping down, and they're dripping in this slime. And can you, all three of you, do me sanity rolls? And you see all their organs as they're pulsating, and you can see it all pumping around.
Still passed.
Failed.
Great, I've been passing, but now I failed.
Kind of wanted to fail, but I didn't.
If you passed, a 1d4 plus 1.
Oh,
Oh,
If
God.
you failed, a d8.
Oh, jeez. D8. Come on, low.
3.
Yay!
Ooh,
Yeah.
1. Woohoo!
Nice.
Yeah, I would say the two who failed, you are very, very shaken that you will take a turn to get out of the shakenness. The two failed. So, Gastrel, you are like you have like first. You are kind of clear mind. You're obviously shaking, but you can act first.
I will say I've lost a fifth of my sanity, which I think is significant, right?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, but it's
Yeah,
long
you know.
term.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's long term. But we won't worry too much about.
So, I think I'm going to fire into one of them.
Okay.
Whichever one is on
You've got the left or right one?
my side. Whichever one's on my side.
We'll say
So if she's here, then I'm firing into this one.
okay. So you're firing into the right one.
The one in
So-
front of me, right?
Okay. Yeah, just fire away.
Bang! I got a 28, which for my firearm is it's just a regular.
Okay. Well, yeah, you will hit still. So roll me some damage.
My Glock.
Yep. I would say also these toad-like faces, their eyes are like bulging out as well, and
4.
it's just horrible. Okay, 4. You see the bullet go through, and because they are so transparent, you can see where it goes in and it comes out, and it's still coming. The right one is still coming. It doesn't look too visibly hurt.
Okay.
So it will be the right one will now try to attack you, Frank. So how are you? Are you just gonna keep firing back, or?
I'm going to fire back. I'm going to keep firing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just
89 on that one.
yeah.
So when it leaps at me, I shoot badly and I hit the ceiling.
Okay. Yeah. Now, so it is going to claw you.
Oh.
Where is it? 4, 6 points of damage.
All right.
As it claws right down your chest, like right down your chest.
That is half
These
my
are-
hit points.
A massive gash. Can you do me a con roll for me, Gastro?
A 29, that is a hard.
Okay. Yeah, you are. Maybe adrenaline has kicked in, and you are like pumped. You are staying up. You're bleeding heavily, but you are rearing to keep going.
I think what I'm going to do is drop down to one knee and keep fighting, but
Okay.
next turn.
The left one, it's because I said because they were so shaken, they will enter the initiative next time. So the left one will go, and it's going for you, Taylor.
I'll
So
shoot at
you've-
it when I can.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say even though you don't get, you can still fire back.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll work, so.
It's a success.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it claws the wall. It tried to be intimidating, and
All right. Ooh, I shoot it for 10 damage though.
ooh. Bear with me 2 seconds. Okay. Yeah, you've hurt it. It's definitely, it staggers back and it's making that awful ribbiting howl noise, but it's still rearing to go.
Sure.
Back up to Gastrel. It's you again, Gastrel.
All right. Time to die, dig 'em. And I fire it in. I'm
Okay.
aiming for its brain. Since I can sort of see its brain.
Yeah, you can sort of see its brain, yeah. Okay.
Now, 87. Fail.
Yeah, you miss, and it again trying to be intimidating with its claws, and
I'm trying to stay away from its claws, yeah.
okay. So just so I'm randoming. I know we should go Dex, but I'm kind of so Uxbridge, you can go first.
All right. So the one that looks like it's still on Frank, I'll try to get in and tase the thing.
Even though there could be two of you, you could still like lean over each other. And
yeah, I'm just
to,
pressing in full discharge into it.
Okay. Yeah. Do me a roll.
All righty. That's a brawl, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think it's got its own roll, the taser.
Okay. Here, let me look that up there real quick. Sorry. It's baton. I have baton.
I have taser. 3015. Well, I don't know what you're.
Oh, here it is. Taser. Yeah. Sorry. All right. Oh, cool. I'm nicely trained. But
yeah, it'd be a taser gun as well. It's not a hand taser. It's a taser gun.
I'm spending luck.
Yes.
To make this hit. That's let's see, 11 luck.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so I hit.
Yeah. You will hit it actually. Yeah.
All right. And
it's stun. Yeah, you stun it, and you actually do stun it, and it puts it out
to kill.
It puts it out of action for a round.
All right. Does it look really out of it, or just slightly out of it? Like it's still gonna kind of resist?
It looks like it will try to resist. It looks like it might half resist. So,
okay.
It's not.
Because if it was way out, I'd switch over to handcuffs. Instead, I'll switch over to baton.
Yeah, it's not fully. It can't fully do anything, but so Taylor, you.
I'll keep shooting at the one that's not stunned.
Okay.
That is a success for, oh God, another 10 damage. I'm rolling hot on damage.
Whoa.
Okay. Yeah, and you just
are the superior officer.
I do it.
And its brain just. But the thing is, when it dies, it takes a while. Like it stays up, and it starts making that groan, and it slowly, some of its skin starts to melt off. Well, the leathery skin starts to melt off. It doesn't fully disappear, but some of it does. Some of its body disappears.
We need to get to Brearley. That thing looks like it's not getting up for a minute. We should go.
I'm going to put a bullet in the thing's head that's been stunned.
Sure.
On the ground. I'll walk right up to it and put a bullet in its head.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. As point blank, and as you go in point blank, and even if it tries anything, it can't do it great because it would have a disadvantage. So yeah, you just point blank shoot it.
Okay. So that's an automatic 10.
Yeah, automatic 10. And it just for a sec. It will go down because it's basically defenseless. And Uxbridge, if Uxbridge can't put like whales on it a little bit.
Right. So we go running down the hall. Brearley, where are you?
Running to Brearley.
Okay.
The statues.
So, I need to quickly look at something. So, you guys are very close. You can see Brearley. But the closer you get, it gets dark again because that room goes dark for you. Really, for you, it's nice and light for you. And then there's another earthquake, and the three of you can do me power rolls.
Fail.
Pass. regular
fail.
pass.
Okay, Gastel, you just feel the earthquake. Taylor and Uxbridge, in you kind of freeze, and in your head, in your mind, well, to you it seems like you're right there. There's this giant eye staring at you, and this tentacle lunges at you guys and starts to drag you towards the eye.
Ah!
You guys can do me strength rolls.
Ooh, that's a hard.
Ooh, I'm gonna spend it and make it a success.
That's fine.
What do I
Okay.
see? Do I see them suddenly reacting?
Yeah, you are seeing them react. Yeah, suddenly reacting. You two are back. In reality, and you now find yourself. There's another one of those creatures, but it's slightly bigger. And it's kind of you can't see Braille, so you assume it's almost shielding the statues, because it's kind of in the way.
And all five, or do we see all 5 statues?
You see 4 destroyed statues.
So is the standing creature next to the last good statue, or is it far away from it?
Yeah, the last good one. Yeah,
Oh, so the creature's next to it or away from it?
a little bit in front of it, we'll say, because it's kind
I'm
of
going
blocking
to-
you guys.
I'm going to purposefully aim right at its head
Okay.
and fire.
Okay. So we're back in. So Gastral, you can go first.
88.
87. Yes.
So I fire and miss.
Yeah, and it kind of just stands there. So it will go next, and it will come towards you, Gastral, as you did just try to fire at it. So, however you want to fight back,
I'm going to fight back by shooting. Does the damn thing have glasses on? I just regular.
Yeah, that's you'll hit. You'll hit.
Okay, 1d10. 5.
Okay. Yep. You blast it and it goes back a little bit, but it's still gonna come. Uxbridge.
Let's see. I think I was sort of behind the two of them. I'll if I can, if is the creature within melee range of Gastral?
It's got itself in position. Yeah, it's kind of like
okay.
Right.
Then if it's melee range, I'll lunge forward with the taser and try my best to tase it.
Okay. Yeah, roll.
Maybe you fire your taser.
Yeah, fire. Remember, you've
Yeah,
got,
oh, that's right.
a
Yeah,
gun,
these have this is not a stun gun, it's a taser. Yeah. So I'll yeah, that's a complete miss. That's a 90. I hope I didn't hit you, Gastral.
Well, its face is like looking at Gastral, but its claw goes for you, Uxbridge.
Oh,
so.
jeez.
8 points of damage.
Now, does my stab vest give me like a point off?
Yeah, it would give, because it's it would give you a little bit. In fact, I deducted it off you, Gastral, anyway. So it's 7 for you, Uxbridge.
Got it. Okay. Ah, damn it. That hurt. That is half hit points, so that's a con roll for consciousness.
Yeah, can I get a con roll, please?
Oh no, it's all goes so fast. 94, which I know. Yeah, out of 75. So
Yeah, you will. You basically fall unconscious. Not basically, you do. And your stab vest is basically is useless at this point.
Yeah, it's all shredded.
Yeah, shredded. Taylor, it is your turn.
Can you shoot into melee? right? You can like even
Sure.
though he's kind of engaged
Yeah.
with. Okay, then I'm going
Yeah.
to.
It's a big monster.
Yeah, it's a big boy. It's bigger than.
Oh no, I missed.
It's like two of them combined. So. Okay.
Miss.
Jesus Christ, yeah, it's not. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't go for you. It's still focused on Gastro. Briley, because you're now in a turn, like you're in a round segment. There'll be several rolls, but strength. Can I get a strength roll from you?
That's a failure, 75.
Okay, I think the rush of everything has got to you, so you are.
Also, things are changing so rapidly.
Yeah, I know. You are so close, but the thing is, you're getting screamed at. Your head is hurting so bad because this thing is so close, and
Yeah. Also, all these loud gunshots in this stone cave, really, my tympanum hurts.
okay. Gastro,
Mm-hmm.
your turn. Your turn. Back to you.
If I time it right with the melee going the way that it is, I'm going to try to close the distance. I'm going to run forward and fire right into its face
Okay.
with my gun.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that I'm literally within a few inches
Yeah.
if I can, without getting hit. Oh, I got 14. That's a. That is a hard.
Yeah, that beats my regulars.
You know what? I'll spend 4 points and make it an extreme.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boom. So if it's an extreme,
Yeah,
is it automatically 10?
It's maximum.
Okay, 10.
Okay. Yeah, you see a bit of its like brain fragment off and kind of just drip down.
Diet puddle gum.
But it's still got a brain.
God dang.
Yep.
All right.
It is its turn.
Yeah.
And it is going to try to bite you now, Gastro.
All right. If it opens its mouth, I'm going to try to fire right into its mouth.
Okay.
Oh, no. 87.
I got a hard.
Bites my hand on my gun.
Let's just have a look. Oh, gee. Okay, let's see what this is. Okay. You'll take 4 points.
3, 4. I'm down to 2 points left.
And it bites off your hand.
Yep, and my gun.
And you now have venom. You have now got poison in your.
All right.
Your system.
Do I do another con roll? Because
I will have another con. Mainly for the poison.
Well, that's not good. I got a 79 this time, so.
Okay.
I think with my hand gone, I'm probably gonna pass out.
Yeah, you'll pass out, but first roll me a D3. Roll me a D3.
D3. I used to have a D3, and I don't know whatever happened to it. I got a 1.
Okay. You'll take 1 point of extra damage.
Oh, okay. So I'm down to 1 point of damage.
As you pass out. Okay. Uxbridge.
Also bleeding to death. So.
Yeah. Uxbridge. Do me a con roll.
Con roll? Oh yeah. Watch this. Oh, it's 006. Woo!
You get it's like in a comedy where you just get straight back up and we're ready to go. And you see Gastro, his gun attached to it. His gun is gone. You can't see it. And even if it was, the creature probably spat it out and it's like melted.
No.
And Gastrel's hand is gone and blood's pouring out and he's on the floor.
Taser.
Looking
Taser.
unconscious. Okay.
Taser.
Go for it, Uxbridge.
Not Gastro. Yeah, take that, 18, you beast.
Yeah, you stun it, yeah.
Oh yeah, and with that I go on top of it with the frickin' baton and I just frickin'
Yep.
bring it home.
Because it is stunned, you can roll to do that damage. I will allow you to roll for that battle.
All right, baton. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on going. I'm like, I've lost it. It ate my friend's hand.
D8 plus your damage bonus.
D8 plus damage bonus. Oh wow, I've got a nice damage bonus too. All right, here we go. So, 5. All right, so 5.
Okay, yeah, you're wailing on it, and you see a bit of its head, like a bit of it still like disappearing and stuff, but it's still up. It's still up. Taylor.
Okay. Do I see Brearley? I'm looking around because
because it is so you can see Brearley. It's behind the creek. Brearley is like trying to destroy this.
Brearley, what are you doing? Brearley, get away from there. Brearley, get away from there right now.
Embrace it.
Brearley, I need you to step away from it, and I've got my gun. I need you to step away from it right now. Can I tell that he looks like way different, or is it too dark to see anything?
We could say briefly he gives you the light to see, and you see that he is like for frog creatures, but still more human.
Brearley, we can get you some medical attention. Step away from that thing.
It's better in the darkness.
All right, I'm gonna have to take a shot at him if he's not going to be convinced.
Okay, the creature. If you're shooting, the creature will come for you.
Okay, I'll
come
take
to
the
attack
risk.
you.
Do I still get to roll for it though?
Yeah, you roll, but you're obviously rolling. Really, what are you doing? Because it is
that is an extreme success.
Yeah, you will hit Brearley.
Well, she warned me.
Well, it depends on what Brearley decides to do.
I mean, and I'm at some angle adjacent to this large statue and her firearm, so I think getting behind the statue shouldn't be that hard. So that's my attempt to dodge.
Okay.
And 42. What the hell is my dodge? Is 60, so that's a regular, but you got an extreme?
I did.
Yeah. I have a feeling that now that I'm among the children, one little bullet's not going to cause me that much trouble. I mean, look, you can see through it. It's new.
Okay. Roll damage.
Isn't it?
It's straight 10, isn't it?
Yeah, straight 10.
Yep.
Not very collegial, detective.
I don't get away from it. We can help you, Brearley.
And so I'm gonna get behind it. I'm gonna get on the other side of it from her and continue to try to.
Yeah. Well, it is your turn now, so I do want to strengthen.
All right, let's do it. 29 is a regular success, but 4 points of luck will make it a hard success. And why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, you are getting there. You are so close, really. You can feel it. And you can feel it surging. You are getting this extra strength, and you are nearly there.
Nearly there. So, yeah, that's a hard smash.
Okay, so back to Gastro, because I will still get you to roll a con roll, Gastro.
last one is called.
We got a hard.
Okay. Yeah, you are back up. Well, not
Okay.
back. You won't be like fully up, but you are up.
Well, remember, I'm bleeding.
Yeah, you're.
And I'm poisoned.
Yep.
Do I lose any more hit points?
No, you won't lose any more at the moment.
Okay. I'm gonna try to crawl away.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Yeah, you don't need to really roll because the creature's not focused on you because Taylor is shooting at Brearley, so it's more focused.
No longer stunned from my stun?
It as I say, it's like half the stun, half like
Got it.
affects
Okay.
it.
So if it tries to get, like, cross me to get to Taylor, I'm just going to wail at it again right as it goes by me.
Okay, well, it is your turn, Uxbridge.
All right, well, so it's not going to pass me with freebie. And
because of its stun, it will go after Taylor. So
yeah, 44 out of my okay, so that's a regular hit. Should I burn luck to make that hard? Ooh, this is tough. Oh, yeah, that's because I don't want it getting away. It's going down. All right, so we're gonna burn the luck out.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. There we go. Okay, so yeah, there's a hard hit onto it.
Okay, yeah. Roll damage.
All right. Okay. 8 plus my damage bonus, and that's 6 plus 2. That's 8 more damage on top of the 5. So 13 plus whatever Gastro did.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you are wailing on it. It is like the brain is a sliver now. It is a sliver.
Wow. Stop attacking the children.
Taylor, it is you.
Can I position myself to get a better view of Brearley? Is that like a full action?
Well, you get a movement.
Yeah, sure.
The thing is,
yeah, I'm gonna try to.
I can say that angle it, but obviously Brearley is probably gonna try and angle himself away from you.
Ring around the rosy a little bit. Well, I'll try to position myself and take another shot.
Okay.
Brearley, please, for the love of God, step away from it. I don't want to have to shoot you again.
The god is the ear. The god is the eye. The eye.
We can get you medical attention. Please don't make me shoot you again. All right. Regular success.
Okay.
I rolled 53 for my dodge of 50. I will happily spend those points.
Okay.
And maybe she'll help me break the statue.
Children.
So are you both on a regular? Yeah, you're both now on a regular.
Oh, actually, I didn't have to spend points. My dodge is 60.
Oh.
Nan and Hannah Boo Boo.
I always forget. Does attacker win or does defender win? I can never remember.
If they're the same, attacker wins.
Okay, so you were the attacker, Taylor.
Ow.
But I'm
7.
now.
Should have kept your froggy mouth shut. 7 damage.
Stronger now. Stronger now.
Okay, so the creature's turn. It's not stunned anymore. It's going for you, Uxbridge, because you've just been pissing it off. So it's going for you.
Oh, I'll counterattack it. I'll go right back at it with the baton, if that's allowable. Here we go.
That's fine.
I want to do something good. Okay, that is a success, but I think I want to up that. Darn, no, that's not. That's so far away. That I'm okay. No, I'm burning the luck. No, it's gonna be okay. Damn, that's gonna be a painful one. Okay, baton. So 35. So God, that's 19. No, 17. Okay, 17. Boom. There we go. All right, 17 luck. It is. That's a hard pass.
I am also on a hard pass.
Oh crap.
But I am mean, so I was like, you are going to spend the okay. So it will bite you, Uxbridge.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Because in hand-to-hand, ties go to the aggressor.
Yeah. For 6 points of damage.
And I don't have my vest anymore because it's all shredded.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's half again of my hit points because I only have 7. So I have 1.
Yeah.
So here's con roll.
Yep. And you are now poisoned as well.
And I'm poisoned, which brings. So I pass my con roll, but the poison does another 1 point, bringing me to 0 and unconscious.
Yep.
Die.
Okay. So, Brill, it's to you, Brilliant. You are muted, riveting, really.
Sweet dreams, human. Sweet dreams. 69 is a fail, but I have so much luck. 20 luck. 20 luck. Bring the darkness.
Okay, so what degree does that bring you down to?
Regular success.
So Taylor, what are you doing? Because you can
Take a shot. I'm
technically
shooting
react,
him.
yeah.
I'm shooting him.
Very
Do I
uncollegial.
have the luck? I have the luck. I'm spending the luck. I have like no luck left. I'm spending it.
Embrace.
4 damage.
Embrace.
Are you still up, Brilliant? I have not a clue.
Oh, 4 damage brings me down to 10.
I am strong now.
Yeah.
Stronger.
Yeah, he got.
Holy
Stronger
shit.
now.
Yeah, he got pretty strong. He got more strong the worse it got, and it got worse.
Run, Rebecca.
Well, Rebecca, it is. Gastral.
I'm just trying to climb away.
Do me another con roll for me.
Oh yeah. That is not a pass. I'm going to pass out again.
Okay.
And I am still bleeding.
And roll me a d3 as well.
2.
Yeah, that's your poison.
I'm dead.
Yeah. Gastral trying to cling on.
But I embrace Uxbridge justice.
You right. But Uxbridge could still.
I gurgle in his direction.
So Uxbridge, do me a con roll.
Oh, at 0? At 0 hit points, I con roll it?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I pass.
He starts to come to, but unfortunately there's a body lying on top of him that keeps him from getting up.
You passed, yeah?
Yeah, I passed.
Okay, yeah, you're coming through, but Gastrel is embracing you. Roll me a d3.
Oh, God. D3. Okay, here we go. 4, so that's 2.
Right, okay, so waking back up, so that means you are dead as well, I think.
Oh.
Dead together.
You guys are just embracing each other, dead on them. Okay, Taylor.
Can I just take a running leap and tackle Brierley and get him away from that thing?
Yeah, you can do that, yeah.
What is that? Like a brawl dex?
Call it a brawl again.
Yeah, fighting brawl.
Oh, an extreme success.
Okay. Okay, so as you brawl through, I just need to. Okay, so as you go, Brearley, you tackle Brearley and he comes down. Brearley, do me a strength roll.
34 is a regular success, but I can spend luck. That's only 9 luck. I have that. So I shall have a hard success.
Okay. Okay. So you guys are now.
Take me down. You have to take the statue down with me.
You guys are now in this predicament. You are basically around the statue. Rebecca, it's so dodgy. The statue is literally hanging by a thread. He's managed to.
Is it my turn?
It is the creature's turn.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that thing.
It's still up. But it's coming for you. It'll come for you.
As it does.
Yeah, it's trying. They'll basically try to get you off, really. So yeah, you could do a roll of some kind because it is coming, but you are obviously.
I'm engaged. I'm engaged with Brearley, though, so I'm not sure I can do anything.
Oh no, that means I passed. So, but it's only clawing you. That's 4 damage. Oh no, hang on, I didn't roll the bone. That's 5 damage.
Okay, that is half.
Plus, you still have your vest, so that's only 4 damage.
Okay, then I'm not at half health. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so that brings you to basically you two on one on one. Really, the creature's just there.
I'm gonna try to.
You have shot me.
I'm gonna try to shoot him. I probably holstered my gun to make a running jump at him.
Yeah.
So I'll have to reach. I'm not sure if that's any kind of roll, but I'm gonna try to get my gun and shoot him.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can reach it out, but I think.
And I'm gonna try to smush her between me and the statue as I thrust my weight against it.
Yeah.
Because this has been very, very uncollegial behavior on her part.
So regular success.
Okay, we'll see how Brearley goes with.
Do you think that's a strength roll, or?
I guess that's a strength roll, yeah. Because you're trying to push her away.
17.
So
That's
Brearley.
only a hard, not an extreme.
Okay.
But
okay.
I still have luck.
Okay, so just for the sake of this, Brearley, you push Taylor into the statue, and you both kind of come back because of how it was angled. It then falls on top of you guys, both of you, and shatters. You are both still alive, but from the middle, there is now that the light has come, there's a little thing in the middle, and a giant black tentacle comes out, and more black tentacles come out. And you two staring over in the circle where they were around, there's now this giant eye staring at you, and the darkness just comes out of it, and you basically disintegrate through it. And really, the first person in every time I've run this, it's the first time the creatures won.
Bad guys won. Wow. Excellent story, Josh.
Okay.
Now, before you tell us all of the stuff and explain some of it to us, our questions, I want to say, David, I told Holly at 7:15, 2 hours ago, that I thought you might be part of this whole thing because
Stuart did the same.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, I immediately
too.
I immediately and now delightfully drew this.
Ah,
And you've been making that face for the last hour. And I can't believe how close I got to it.
Amazing.
See, and when I drew this when they met the first of the frogmen, but I didn't know about what I was gonna.
Yeah, see, I didn't know really either. The only other thing that I actually drew, which is kind of funny, was I figured when I punched that hole in the wall that I would see that. But so, Josh, you got to tell us what was going on. Well, we got the idea that they were.
Yeah. So the god was Sayaga.
Oh.
The god Sayaga. He I can't remember what book. It's not a H.P. Lovecraft creature. It's one of the other authors who does Lovecraftian. And the frog people were, I can never say it, their name, but Najee. It's creatures that it can summon to help, but it can't destroy things. So I'll just kind of explain what was going on there before I get into the whole thing. So the Vian are like creatures, but back in Germany in Freihausgarten, they actually become creatures, but they kind of have to destroy to unleash the god. So the people are scared of the god, but they also worship the god.
Okay.
They're scared of it and don't want to free it, but they still praise it. And the god is very nihilistic. Like it hates everyone. It hates everyone. It doesn't love all of that. So when they're trying to, luckily, even though you failed, it's only a smaller version of Sayaga. It's a smaller segment of him that's been unleashed rather than the full thing. But basically, when a bunch of the Germans came over, they decided they would make like a little shrine to it using the same Vian, but they got hold of the text. Within the text, there are some between the lines things, and they were able to make a ritual which was able to make this whole thing so they could continue their worship here. But by doing that, that means it makes it a struggle, because there are people who want to free it, who can be controlled by Sayaga, who want to. Basically, I made this faction that they want to help free him rather than like they're not scared of him. They want to embrace him. And sadly, Brearley was just to that, and that is thanks to Uxbridge and Taylor dropping the TV, really, because the god is of darkness. He works better in darkness, and because Brearley was fully embraced into darkness.
I was on my way out of the TV.
He was a round away from getting out, but then his roles later on kind of affected how it went. So, but yeah, really, there was a faction led by Zimmerman, the doctor, who wanted to free Sayaga, and then Vogel was trying to embrace the old traditions, where they want to praise and worship him and sacrifice to him, which is actually why he killed Samantha, because he was panicking, and Samantha knew about the vicar, so he just like, if I kill her, it might please him and things might go his way, and then nothing did. So he tried to come down and see what was going on, try to kill Brearley, but Brearley subdued him and he died in the process. But bringing it back to the top, so the vicar, the tattoos, what he thought were things, if he died with the tattoos, that he thought it might break the spell, break Sayaga's thing. So he was going to commit suicide, and he did, but it didn't work. It didn't work. So it's kind of a meaningless suicide, but it got you guys onto the trail. But he was helped by the Grey Lady. The Grey Lady is actually an ancestor. She was one of them who came across, and she was trying to leave as well, and she thought the only way was to just kill herself, because she couldn't escape the cult's ways. So she flung herself off, but in the process she got stuck here, in the spiritual realm because of all the stuff, the magic they'd set up, got stuck, and so she ends up haunting the stump. And the father finds out, and he tries to find information from her, and she tries to help him. And she didn't kill him. She didn't want him to jump because she didn't think it would work. But he was like, it must. And she tried to stop him, which is why there's blood. Why there was blood, because she could, even though she's a ghost, she could do things. And yeah, he still jumped, and he was trying. That's why there was stuff up in the stump at the top, because he was staying there trying to learn things from her. And it was all him just trying to stop this, but his death was meaningless.
It wasn't just meaningless. It actually caused a chain of events that led me to topple the vultures and bring the eye safely home.
So yeah, at the end, it's really just a simple simple story. As one group of the Germans want to free Saega, one group wanted to keep their old ways and appease him by the occasional sacrifice. But then the father was trying to stop all that, which is why he was trying to seal up all the entrances to the underground tunnel so they couldn't get down there. And then he, at a later date, would try to deal with that if other things didn't work. And
I thought it was a fantastic. We had a lot. I think we all had a lot of fun on this one.
That's all I wanted. Even if it was a bit out, that's all I wanted. Just if people have fun, they have fun.
Our players included Holly Buteau, David Gassaway, Stuart Lively, and myself, with Josh Harwood as the keeper of the secrets. We have a Discord server where you can chat with our other members. You can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. There's a link below. We're currently producing up to 4 shows a week with music and sound effects added in post-production in order to create a richer listener experience. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. The costs involved with the show are provided almost entirely by our patrons. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. We have 2 new patrons. Brian Bierman has pledged $5 a month. Thank you so much, Brian. And Christopher Thawer has pledged a whopping $10 a month. Wow. We will put that to good use. Thank you very much, Christopher. If you would also like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 or $2 a month helps us a lot. You can find a link in the description below. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Tom Rayleigh, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.